Man, this damn. Man. Fuck y'all, man. Man. This dumbass thing right here. This is for vertical. No, horizontal. Man. All right. For some strange reason, the internet is down and it's out, so I got to do it this way. Hope all is well with you guys. Let's fill this room up. Cowboys post-game show and interactions. Got to do it through my cell phone. Let me get this room filled all the way up. Appreciate everybody for jumping in, being part of these type of episodes. Let me know if you guys can hear me, see me, and get things going the best way possible. Don't tell me that we're live here too. We still live, huh? Let me see how I can fix this. Y'all can still hear me, see me? Ain't that crazy? The internet back on. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, cool. Well, I'm live on multiple situations now. I don't know if I can do this, so this right here, and I'm just going to keep it rolling. I don't know how it's going to look on both ends. I got my cell phone over here. Got this going over here. I'm not finna re-upload it on the other end.
Jason Whitley, $19.99.
Appreciate you for the support. Here it is right here. See, this is what I got. Here it is right here. Watch this. Yeah.
Our data showed... Hello, this is Spectrum. We have detected an outage affecting Spectrum service in your area. Our data shows that you have recently experienced similar issues. We apologize for the inconvenience and are alerting our technicians to further investigate your service. In the meantime, Spectrum crews are working quickly and safely and estimate restoration by 11 p.m.
11 p.m. That's what they told.
Accordingly, we will provide progress reports every 3 hours until service is restored. You can expect your next update by 10 p.m. There is no need to contact customer service during the outage, as these notifications will include the latest updates.
The Cowboys are
Thank you for your
WHO we
patience
thought they
and for
were.
choosing Spectrum. Goodbye.
Oh, man. I bet the Spectrum must have lost a lot of money on this damn game. That's what happened. So, man, I'm sitting here. I'm ready. I'm giving y'all the business over here. I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all the business. Business for real. Because I'm mad, man. Oh, I'm so mad about this loss, man. I would feel differently if it was like 32 to like 27. I would feel differently if it's a situation, a scenario, whereas we fought and we saw some places and you know, my Dizzle says Spectrum is trash. Hey, Spectrum, y'all hear that, don't you? And if y'all want to get better reviews, then hey, y'all might want to y'all might need a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all listen to them. You know, so so it is what it is. Cowboys, I hate this. This is something that I can look back on and say to you all that there's been no fire on this team. There's been no this is really bad, dog. You know, because what are we supposed to do with this situation? We didn't even score a single touchdown. And last I checked, the people that's missing on this team, the majority of it is on defense. Defense have nothing to do with the offense. Brandon Cooks is not that much of a difference maker on offense. Tyler Guyton, yeah, to a degree, he's not that much of a difference maker on offense. So we can say, yeah, the defense is terrible because we missing X, Y, and Z, but what's the excuse for the offense? Somebody need to get fired. Somebody need to not be able to receive checks from the Joneses. The Joneses need to fire the GM too, by the way. Because at the end of the day, it's up to him to replace and replenish. And we can't be going back and forth with this and saying we okay. Somebody need to do something. If you're going to be a bad team, be a bad team. If you're going to be a good team, be a good team. But don't be an in-between team. I don't like that. I don't like that. Right? If you're going to be hot for me, be hot. If you're going to be cold, be cold. Scripturally speaking, even God don't like lukewarm. He don't like the warm folks, man. No. You got to be hot and crazy for them. So at this time, look, if I'm going to give y'all my work efforts, I'm giving y'all everything. I'm not giving y'all a piece of law. I'll be live for 4 or 5 hours here every day, every week. I'm giving y'all all what I got. I don't give y'all a little bit. I give y'all all, don't I? Don't I give y'all everything? But what the Joneses give us, what the Cowboys give us, a piece here, a piece there, a story here and a story there. And we give excuses after excuses. We don't have the money. We don't have this. We don't have that. There's more no's to everything in life than going out there and saying, come hell and fucking high water, I'm getting the results. I want the results. That's what I get. And we don't get that from the front office. We don't get no fire. But I don't have the money. I don't have the dog. You're a billionaire with a B. We looking to get the results. Time out with all of the bull sugar. those fans that's out there on the stands, those folks that pay great money to go see this team, they don't get a chance to go to that game in Arlington, to be stuck in that crazy traffic in Arlington, the way that city is built with all of them damn potholes and all of those crevices and cracks out there. They don't spend their time to get their car scraped up and bruised up in that city over there in Arlington. And people say, based off of the Cowboys on how they play, let me give y'all 50% off of the tickets. No! The ticket prices are still the same. You still got to pay almost $100 to park. They don't say, hey, man, you know, and since the Cowboys in the last 4 games at home, we haven't been playing up to par, we're going to give you half off. So if the ticket was $1,000, we'll give it to you for $500. Come on, it don't do it that way. No. It's still the same price or higher. And we hear this lip service, we hear this and we hear that, when somebody's going to get angry, when somebody's going to get mad, when somebody's going to play with authority. Citing Troops says this: Jerry Jones is a pimp. Fans need to stop getting whored out and having some self-respect. Fire Jerry. Yeah. How many times are we going to fall back and say, yeah, all right, it's cool, we don't have the money, or we stretch out the thing that we say that we got to pay Dak, we got to pay CD, and every other team, without batting an eye, they find ways to pay their quarterback. They find ways to bring in a running back. They find ways to bring in safeties, DBs. They find ways. How in the hell is Jared Goff? He's getting $250 million, is he? He's not getting paid dog food over there. Their offensive line, they getting paid, are they? They're not getting paid dog food money. They done brought in 2 They drafted a running back and they brought in Montgomery. But if we had the same set of circumstances here, instead of us just worrying about the W, it would be Gibbs better than Montgomery. Montgomery better than Gibbs. Why y'all can't just be like the doggone Detroit fans? They like all of their running backs. There's no animosity to their wide receiver core. But with us, it's all got to be this versus that versus this. Why is that with us, with our fan bases, huh? Oh, okay, because Jerry kind of said it that way. Yeah, too. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It's flat out crazy. I don't like losing. I just wish that the Joneses felt the same way. Yeah, I don't like losing. I just wish that the Joneses felt the same way. They used to this right here. They would rather do this, and they would rather lose the way they're losing now instead of winning where they should be winning. And it's crazy. It's flat out crazy. It's unacceptable. And somebody got to speak upon this. And if you're not feeling the way I'm feeling right now, and I don't know who you are, but let me read out the stat lines for your mind. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm going to just continue to have this same video up versus going in and shutting this down and opening it back up. But if you join me on, I think I'm somewhere live on my other YouTube page or my same YouTube page, and you can go there and click it there. Appreciate y'all. But it states here, let me go right here. Let me find it. Y'all bear with me, because I'm very upset at us not competing. We didn't compete. Goff was 18 for 25, 315 yards. Average throwing yard was 12.6, 3 touchdowns, 2 sacks, a passer rating of 153.8. Perfect. Chef kiss. All right. With that being said, Montgomery, 12 carries for 80 yards. This is the sweetener. Let me put some of that mama's cooking all in there. That hero average 6.7 yards per toe. Let me repeat again. That hero averaged 6.7 yards per toe. 6.7 yards. Can y'all put 6.7 yards in the chat? 6.7 yards. I don't ever want to hear this again.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go. We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes. I hate mistakes.
The other running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, 12 carries. They both got 12 carries apiece. 63 yards, 5.3 yards per tote. Can y'all put 5.3 yards in the chat? 5.3 yards in the chat. Can y'all put that in the chat? 5.3 yards.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball.
And we out here.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
We scrambling and scraping over here. We fighting over our running backs. These guys, they still running the ball. They done ran the ball collectively 36 times for 184 yards on this defense. Somewhere I can close my eyes and see that in the Cowboys' mind that there's somebody still running on them. I would say, hey, Dan, not Quinn, but Campbell, give me the helmet and pads, and maybe
Jones,
I can get some yards.
Law Nation just hate to continue with the analysis. Just wonder how much of the $27 million is going for opportunity to have the IndyCar race. Family business. I have already paid to go to the ATL game from Muncie. We are in.
Y'all invested, yeah. It's crazy. Conley Jones, I appreciate you so much for your support. I really do. And you're an all-star. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. They said, according to Clarence, got a chance to talk to him, and he's of the different opinion of the Dak Prescott thing. I'm going to die going to my grave with this thought. Y'all can call me crazy, but Dak Prescott, you can call me crazy, man. I don't have to know football. I don't have to understand football. I may have never got a chance to even play in the National Football League, but there's no way on God's blue or green earth, however you look at it, that the Joneses really thought that Dak Prescott was for them. There's no way you guys can paint that picture. There's no way, man. Clarence, he may think that, but I'm telling y'all right now, there's no way, man. There's no way. And if y'all think that let the super chat go through.
$10. They keep bringing in guys that aren't the answer. If Zeke is the answer to your RB issues, you're asking the wrong question. Eric Kendricks should not be the only answer to their defensive questions.
Ooh, hold on to that thought. Hold on to that thought. Yeah. The third, hold on. I got to get this out because I refuse for anybody to gaslight this and twist it and say, yeah, the Joneses always had in their hearts of hearts that they wanted Dak Prescott. The way they operated, the way they moved this offseason, they was willing to blow this thing up. But they saw them brothers, them damn Joneses, they saw those numbers nosedive all the way through the ground. When it was only 3 people in Oxnard, me and somebody holding the camera, it was only 3 people in Oxnard. And they saw those numbers dropped. And then they saw those preseason games that Trey Lance couldn't hit water if he fell off a boat. And they saw that they were sitting there clenching and thinking, damn, we don't have a quarterback. We thought that for sure Mike McCarthy, the quarterback whisperer, would have been able to at least give us something to say, well, Dak, we like you, dog, but we're going to roll with Trey Lance, and we're going to let you play out the rest of this season. But what them Joneses did, and there's nobody on this planet will ever, those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still, y'all will not get me to change this, because when you love something, when you care about something, you will figure out ways to scratch and scrape and steal or whatever to make sure that that's something that you love, that's something that you won't go without eating. I've been there before. When you got kids that's hungry, you gonna work 4 or 5 jobs and put food on the table. They didn't do that for damn Dak Prescott. They let that brother say, nah, we don't, we don't really like you like that, dog. We ain't finna give you that $60 million. But they saw for sure that Trey Lance couldn't hit water if he fell off a boat. They made this whole entire offseason about Trey, not about this damn team. And if y'all don't see that, y'all would never understand that this team is such in denial. No, I'm not in denial, Slick. You are. Because there's no way that y'all can sit back and say that this team did everything in their possible way to be better this offseason. They did a whole grandstanding on figuring out who the hell Trey Lance is. That's what they did. But if anybody that knows they love something, even if you buy your first car, what you gonna do? You gonna wash it, you gonna clean it, you make sure that nobody touch it. It may not be an Aston Martin, it may not be a Ferrari, but that car that you love, you gonna take your time with it, you gonna oil the tires down, you gonna put the seat, you gonna vacuum it every day. You covet that car, you make sure that you park it in the parking garage. You won't ever do that. You won't let nobody else do that. I'm telling y'all truth. I'm telling y'all that's the real thing. And the Cowboys play with everybody's feelings and emotions, and they realize at the last hour, let's go ahead and pay Dak Prescott. Because right now, Trey Lance is not it. And they took everybody, heart, soul, and sinew all the way to the curve with that. All the entirety of this offseason. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. And there's nobody who's born on this planet that could out-debate me with that. Y'all know that's the truth. And the CeeDee Lamb thing, you can couple that all into one. But if a team really desire to win and want to get back to lifting up that Lombardi trophy or see a glimpse of hope, they will make sure that they put everything in front of their quarterback to succeed. And if they got to lose some pieces, they make sure that they replenish those pieces. Case in point, did the Detroit Lions, did they lose one of their running backs this offseason? And what did they do? They went and pick up another running back. Did they solidify some pieces on their defense? Yes. They went and got more and more pieces. And that's what they did. And they still looking for more and more pieces and more opportunities to help this team out. But lo and behold, we doing everything in our will and power to win here. No, those are two different things. And just like that super chat said, the only route that we went far as this defense was Eric Kendricks, a 10-plus year linebacker that's supposed to solidify this defense. It's not going to happen, y'all. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They're going to have to realize this loss going to have to cut them in a way, whereas they're going to have to pick up the phone and actually do some work and bring in some free agencies and bring in somebody that can scale and help this team out. If not, we're going to see the same thing. We may beat a subpar team that can't move on offense, and we may beat a team here and there, but go ahead.
The main problem is they won't tell us truth. Instead, they tell us what they think we want to hear. If they said they were gonna blow it up, who here would have complained? Just tell the damn truth.
There you go. The third is telling y'all the absolute thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think somebody said, the Lions were looking for revenge. Bro, we should be doing the same. We should be looking for revenge the same way. We should be. We should be absolutely looking for revenge on all of the 31 other teams. Yeah. I'm still mad at the Lions for what they did to us when we had Jeff Heath and Brandon Carr out there and Megatron just over there catching everything. Yeah, I'm still looking for revenge from there. I'm always looking for revenge. I'm looking for revenge even when Stafford was playing for the Lions the last time they beat us too as well. And we did the fake spike and he scored a touchdown. We should always be looking for revenge. This should always be a gladiator war. This should always be, I'm playing this like this my last play. Every player is an Aiden Hutchinson hit away. Not making no jokes at Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah, it should always. You should always look to play through the echoes of the whistle. Every play is going to be almost like your last. So it's just what it is. The thing is, I get it that most of y'all are putting down in the chat that Dak Prescott suck or trash. That's not the problem right here. If you're going to sign this man to $250 million, after you decided to see whatever you saw out of Trey Lance and you realize that, hey, he ain't him. Oh, okay. And these numbers are dropping. Oh, on top of that, hey, I waited forever to pay CeeDee Lamb his back. Okay. If you know that those two guys are your players, you got to look into the mirror and ask yourself, can we win with Zeke and can we win also with Rico? And are these guys enough to get the running game going? Because a deficit anywhere is just still a deficit. Law, what do you mean? Well, if you look back at it, even the Chiefs still got run game. And they got one of the better throwers and the better quarterbacks in the game. We don't even have that. So if you're taking the ultimate best quarterback in the league, and if he needs run game, what the hell do you think that Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb needs? And why are we going back and forth over Rico and Zeke? Why are we doing this? Why are we going back and forth over the offensive line stuff? We can't even name, look, if you don't have a scheme to it, we can't even name the 49ers offensive linemen. But they got a scheme, they got a concept in place, and they are able to run the ball north of 2 and 3 yards. Run games is in shambles. When you look up the recipe for apple pie and you got to go to the store, you should not be where the orange is at. If you look up the recipe for apple pie and if you go into that situation, why are you bringing back lemons and oranges? Well, I'm going to make the apple pie. It's not in the recipe. Law, where you going with this? Well, if you look at the teams that won the playoff games, in Super Bowl. It's not that hard, Jerry. Oh, man, I still want the onions, though, man. Oh, man, if we caramelize the onions enough, if we caramelize the onion just enough, we can throw that into the mix and they would never know. Let's look at what we did. Dak Prescott was 17 for 33. 178 yards. 5.4 yards per throw. 2 INTs. No touchdowns. 4 sacks. Passer rating of a 42.2. For me to quantify this to you all, the running back for the Lions averaged more yards. This is not me hating on Dak and Mike McCarthy, because this is not up for debate. But to quantify this, the running back, let me put this in this term, Woosa, the damn running back on the ground average more yards running the ball than a quarterback says down, set, hut, and throwing the ball. Remember that number I said put it in the chat? Can y'all put that number back in the chat? Was it 6.7 yards? So therefore, I'm telling you guys, he was 17 for 33 with 5 less attempts, because he was 12 attempts for 80 yards and averaging 6.7 yards on the ground. Meaning that in order for you to be accounted as a running back, there's an invisible line that stretches across the world called the LOS, the line of scrimmage, right? There's a set of 5 guys that's in front of you, sometimes 6, depending on how leverage goes. The quarterback says down, set, and then he turns or he hands the ball to the running back, starting off beyond the LOS, meaning that those yards don't even count. So to get 6.7, some of the times he had to at least run 8 yards. He did that better than the quarterback throwing the ball. I can't make this stuff up. The running back was able to do that better than the quarterback throwing the ball. Just to put that in for y'all. Cooper Rush was 8 for 11, 46 yards, 4.2. The same conversation, by the way. Oh, my God, the same conversation. He had 1 INT. His passer rating was a 42.2. Him and Dak Prescott got matching shoes, right? All right. And Rico, 5 carries out of 12. Well, 5 carries. They don't tell me the attempts here. Of course, it was just only 5 carries. Okay, good. My bad. My math is off. Excuse me. 5 carries for 25 yards, I meant to say. And he averaged 5 point yards. So that's not bad. 12 is his longest run. That's not bad. Ezekiel Elliott, 8 carries for 17 yards. Oh, my God. 2.1 yards. That is terrible. That is very terrible. It's very terrible, Zeke. And 6 yards was his longest. Terrible. And everybody else had one attempt, and 53 yards total. 3.1 yards per tote. Technically, if my memory and my math serve me correct, we would have been better off down set running the ball 4 carries. 3 times out of 3 times every down. We'd have been better just running the ball. At least that probably eclipsed 4.4, 5.4, and 4.2 if you just run the ball with Rico. All right, so here's the thing. Lamb, 14 targets, 7 receptions. Tolbert, 5 targets, 4 receptions. He tried to get Rico busy. Rico did a great job. 6 targets, 5 receptions, 30 yards. Okay, Turpin, hey, he tried him. 7 targets, 4 receptions. Everybody else, Jalen, Ryan, Jake, all of those guys had pedestrian numbers. Our leading tackler was Damone Clark and Donovan Wilson. We doing bad, y'all. We got to fix this. We got to fix this all together. All right. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm going to end this part, but we're going to keep this one going. Thank y'all over there on the on this one over here on my backup stream. We're going to appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and being part of it. But click over to the other one that's been going on for a long time so we can pull up some of the things that the coach has been saying. Appreciate y'all over there on that one. Okay, appreciate y'all. Cowboys have a lot of issues. Cowboys have a lot of issues. You can't be bad on offense and defense and good on special teams. Good teams, figure it out. You can only be bad in one category, not multiple categories. And that's just what it is. You can't be bad on multiple categories. Every team got a weakness. Every team got a weakness. So your best thing is to make sure you counter your weak points. Make the necessary adjustments. Figure out ways to get better. And even though we were injury and even though we had injuries everywhere, we didn't play complementary football to mask up those injuries is what I'm saying. If you know your team is depleted on defense and you know you got a lot of guys out on defense, you got to start coaching. Maybe you and Zim got to get in the same room and say, hey, all right, these are my flaws. I would love to take the deep balls. I would love to take the deeper routes. My offensive line is in shambles. I got to do things to control the TOP. And even if we scored on our opening drive 3 or more, I got to show you guys that we thinking about you. In the defensive side, they're going to have to say, all right, what we can't do, we can't allow the big plays. We're going to play sound football. We're going to play cover. We're going to play zone. We ain't going to let nobody get deeper than the deepest. We're not going to give up the deep plays. And there got to be some type of in-sync action there. Marquell says, I heard more IndyCar / Thanksgiving than football. Wow. Did he say about that? I don't know nothing about the IndyCar thing, so y'all gonna have to update me on that. So this offseason, this bye week, they got to make moves. You can't be sitting back here thinking that everything is peaches and cream. You got to make some type of move. You got to. And you can't hang this over the head with the excuse, well, we had players down, we had players out, and when they get back, no, you can't accept that, Cowboy Nation. We definitely can't accept that. We can't. You can't.
Get acquainted with the island life.
Snap to Prescott, 3rd down, looking left. Fade, left side of the end zone, intercepted. In the back of the end zone by Brian Branch.
That was one of 3 total interceptions today, combined between Dak and Cooper Rush. 47-9. The Lions over the Cowboys. Cowboys falling to 3-3 on the season, and they've got the bye coming up. Zach Wolchuk alongside Brian Broaddus from the Miller Lite Club here at AT&T Stadium, the official postgame show of your Dallas Cowboys, brought to you by the National Medal of Honor Museum. Join the mission at mohmuseum.org, and we're joined now by the voice of your Dallas Cowboys, Brad Sham, brought to you by AT&T, the official 5G innovation partner of the Dallas Cowboys. And Dak Prescott talking to the media right now. We'll hear from Dak a little bit later on, but Brad, I know Brian and I were discussing, we knew the Cowboys were shorthanded on defense. You're playing against a really good offense in Detroit. You needed your offense to try and keep pace today. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. What were your thoughts on the offense?
Yeah, I mean, that was your own, to me, that was your path to victory.
Yeah.
You might get some heroic effort from some guys on D. And by the way, I thought Damone Clark, who had played his way out of the lineup, actually stepped up and played probably his best game today. But, yeah, I mean, you just kind of knew that the way the matchup was, Zach, on paper, Dallas, the defense that they put on the field today and the offense that the Lions had, it was not a good matchup. So what do you do then to try to ameliorate that? And the only thing that you can do that I'm aware of is score enough that they can't just play however they want to play. They're going to have to play to keep up with you. And that when that didn't happen, then everybody just started playing real bad, and that'll be an ugly tape to look at.
Brad, when you kind of going into the game, maybe felt like this was Dallas's best five.
Talk about the offensive line.
But today, pressure throughout. Zach Martin pressure, Steele pressure, Bass pressure. It just seemed like today, it was a struggle against a team that hadn't created a lot of pressure, other than really one special player they had.
Yeah, and I think Zach clearly did not have a good game. Now he did miss a day of practice with a bad back,
right?
And you could tell the one sack that he gave up. He was breaking down and going into his pass set, and then the tackle was on him before he could get there and knocked him backwards. So that's not Zach Martin, but it was today. I thought everybody's going to have up and down moments with Hutchinson. Hutchinson ran right past him, and the play where Hutchinson got hurt, Steele tried to one-arm punch him, and Hutchinson said, "Excuse me," and he ran right by him and unfortunately broke his leg. The rest of it, Mike McCarthy swore to me he just didn't want to do it for the record before the game, that the reason that he went with the offensive line that he finished with last week was that T.J. Bass was healthier than Tyler Guyton. Now, Guyton didn't play great last week, and he's probably been struggling a little, and gee, what a shock, right? That's going to happen. And so Guyton will now have 2 weeks to heal up, and if they're true to their word, then they go back to Guyton at left tackle and Smith at left guard, and give Guyton a chance to grow and learn and play. But, I mean, I think they did try the best five they thought they had, and it really wasn't good enough today. And Hutchinson being out now for Detroit, you hate that, and you hate it just as an NFL fan.
Yes.
Because he's a special player and you could see the respect that everybody had for him.
Absolutely.
The way everybody rushed out there. So that puts a damper on the win for them.
3-3, now you enter the bye. And I know we've talked about this before. Last year, there were similar struggles with the offense. They come out of the bye, it was a completely different team. Do we have optimism? Maybe they can find something with a week off?
So how about hope instead of optimism?
Okay, yeah.
I would say it's not the same team as last year, and they were 4-2. But the point you're making, Zach, is one that I made 2 or 3 times during the game. The good news is it only counts one loss. Feels like it could count 4, but it's 1. So they're 3-3. And I do remember saying, and I might have said it right here, after they lost to Baltimore.
Yes.
If you can find a way to get to 3-3 going into the bye, you're still in the mix. Well, guess what? They're 3-3. Now it's an ugly 3-3. But the point you're making that I think is the most important one is, although they were 4-2 last year, remember they'd had the horrible game against San Francisco, really struggled offensively to beat the Chargers, and then went in the bye. And then, as you said, Zach, they came out with what looked like a completely different offense. Well, boys, do it again.
Yeah.
Because this that you put out there with pretty much your players, now, their players are their players. They made a decision organizationally to go with these running backs.
Yes.
Now, you could still, the rumors, Miles Sanders with the Panthers might be available. So if you want to invest some capital and maybe get a guy who's a little better than what you've got, and certainly you can look at Dalvin Cook, but they made a decision to go with this group at running back. But the rest of it, you've kind of got your guys, and it's on the coaching staff for me.
Let that man sugarcoat this, Vlad.
To figure out whatever they did last year, whatever it was.
Let him sugarcoat it.
Get in there and figure out a way to get creative and make offense, because that's what you're going to have to do. Now, then they'll have Parsons,
Yeah.
and they'll have Bland, and they'll have probably Carson, and certainly a Kendrick back in San Francisco. That's an entirely different team than this one.
Yeah, I just kind of wonder, Brad, this, I mean, when you watch
She
other
pretty,
games
though.
and
Oh,
you
she
get the
pretty, that
opportunity
lipstick.
to watch other games, and it just seems like this offense, it just struggles to have any kind of, and I'm not going to say balance, because it really doesn't have balance because of the lack of the running game, but it just seems like it just.
Not creative.
Well, yeah, and I hate the word, I mean, I don't hate the word creative. I just don't understand how you can watch the Lions just run crossing route after crossing route after crossing route, and the separation is there. And they're one of the best teams in the league when it comes to separation, and you're one of the worst teams in the league when it comes to separation. And I don't know how you watch and go, wow, hey, well, we've got this thing figured out, and your quarterback's throwing in. He's one of the best tight window throwers in the league, because every single pass is a tight window
Doesn't
throw.
have a choice, yeah.
And
Has
I
no
don't
choice.
know how you can watch the Lions and think, look at the damn crossing route. Whoa, look at that. They got
And don't
the
do
tight
it,
end
yeah.
up the sideline on us there. It's mind-boggling to me at times.
That's what happened last year, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's why I say it's on the coaching staff to figure out a way to generate some better, different opportunities.
You were looking for
Kiss the
another word
pig,
for
baby.
creativity, weren't you?
Yeah.
See, it's funny because creativity, we think the double reverse pass.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm just thinking
I
of like,
love that, but that's gadgetry.
how do you get how do you get Lamb running away from defensive backs?
Yes.
Why do you carry him into a slant? Or carry him into why is it always, it just seems like Dak is a hope and a prayer type of a play.
You have the same offensive coaches that you had last year when they were struggling going into the bye. So now it's time for them to do whatever it was they did last year.
Any final thoughts before we let you out of here, Brad?
I'm glad there's no game next week.
Yep.
Everybody needs a week off.
Yep. Enjoy watching
All
football.
right, boys. Thanks.
Always good catching up with you. There he is, the voice of your Dallas Cowboys,
Yeah.
Brad Sham, after a disappointing 47-9 Cowboys loss to the Giants. Let's go ahead and hear from your head coach, Mike McCarthy, who took the podium a little while ago after this loss.
Let me see what he
How
can
do you
say.
explain
Like anything else.
that performance that lost today?
How do I explain it? I think clearly, number one, we were beaten today. They're a very good team. I think the facts are they're further ahead of us right now at this time in week 6. We a lot of moving parts, but I think just staying to the obvious facts.
Swine, my brother.
We're not taking care of the ball. We're not taking it away. I mean, that's number one on the list of basics as far as how we train. Where we put our time, and so we got to start there. I didn't do a very good job today as far as some of the answers that our guys needed. We needed to score points. Coming into it was the mindset, part of taking the ball and getting out there starting fast. But red zone and third down was a huge issue again today. We'll obviously need,
Did he run to go to the podium?
For us as a staff, anyways, on the bye week. So we got to be better there situationally. But I think it's like any game; it starts up front. They won the battle at the line of scrimmage. Clearly won the turnover ratio battle. You're not going to beat anybody with those kind of numbers. So, that's really, we got to get back to basics as far as how we play, where we train, where our emphasis is, off the path. No, the other part of it is we've got a lot of moving parts as far as players in and out. I think it's going to serve us very well moving forward. I've been in this spot before with young players playing early. So you can see the connection was definitely not as high as you'd like it to be, but we'll improve in that area through these guys playing. The benefits of playing so many young
Cardio
guys
Mike
will come forward. But that team's playing very good right now. They're a very good team. They're hot coming in here, and so they're further ahead than we are right now. We're 3-3.
Knowing you need to score points, did Dak press? You think Dak press was trying to do?
Oh, I think really the passing game. You can start with the protection. I think he was. He was on his back foot all day. From the get-go. And we had a couple things that were not clean as far as chip, check down, release, and so forth were, mistakes. Young player, but we need to be better. At the end of the day, we need to take care of the football.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. What was the thought process on starting Tyler Smith at left tackle today?
Tyler Guyton's he's not 100%. Obviously, I think if you saw there at the end, we went with Awesome over him. So that's just kind of where he is medically.
Defensively, did you think you saw your team was as physical as you needed to be?
Well, the plan was to come in and try to get the run defense done with a 2-shell. And obviously that puts us more stress on the front seven. They're obviously excellent running the football, and we're able to take advantage of it. So we wanted to come in and hold a lid on it, and try to be selective with the calls. I think if we're scoring touchdowns early, maybe we go down a different road.
Mac, before we start talking,
boy just farted, didn't he?
Do you feel like that record is an accurate reflection of how you've played through 6 games?
You are what your record is. So I think we've had some out of balance games that when you get in out of balance games and you're on the wrong side of it, you have the numbers that we have. Our turnover ratio is as low as I can ever remember it here. So, and that's not who I am as a head coach, and that's not where we invest our time. That's not where we invest it. You have to have ROI. I don't care what level of football you play. Football's not going to change, and that's why they call it football. And we're not taking care of the football, and we're definitely not taking it away. So we need to improve there. We've had 7 turnovers in 7 days, so maybe 8.
Is he blaming the damn defense and not getting turnovers?
After a 47-9 loss to the Lions.
Don't you coach your offense?
Are a problem. The turnovers from the quarterback in the red zone are inexcusable. Those things can't happen. Now, Brian Branch.
A couple different times to.
Or did I hear that wrong?
Yes. Yeah. Last week in Pittsburgh.
Is he talking about his side of the ball?
Was made. What did CD say to Dak on the sideline? He was asked about it this week. It was jump balls. Throw it up higher to me there. It seemed like Dak tried to do that on the interception today. Brian Branch peels off of Tolbert, who's wide open in the flat, and makes a great pick on it. But that's one where it's like, man, I'm sure Dak would review the film and say, I need to have that back.
Man, bump all of this, man. Mike McCarthy, you should have been saying, regardless of all of this, when we get into the red zone, we got to score. And by me not dialing up plays that can get the quarterback in favorable looks or the running back in favorable looks, that's on me. First and foremost, put the blame on you and then coach the rest. Or if you're going to call out the other side of the ball, just be sure. Just stand on it, because your side of the ball gave momentum to the Detroit.
Of his tenure with the Packers.
Yeah, I think Mike's trying to say the right things, and he said he had a bad day, and he absolutely did. Today you needed to win the play calling battle.
You did.
You needed to be better than Ben Johnson, and Ben Johnson was better than you. He was so much better than you. He was throwing hook and laterals to offensive linemen, that kind of stuff. That's how much better he was than you.
They ran, I think, 4 different plays trying to get a lineman
they did.
They were having fun.
They were trying their best to embarrass you, and rightfully so. If you're not going to stop him, but this is on Mike McCarthy. This is on Dak Prescott. This is on Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Will McClay. everybody that goes into this, works in this organization, you have to look at yourself and say, okay, what is the fundamental problems here? And I was talking about him. Listen, I'm not an X's and O's guy. I watch it, I try and study, I try and learn, but I can just tell you how many times I watch games and guys are being thrown open or schemed open or, give you opportunities downfield to make plays. And if you're not going to run the football effectively, you ran it a little bit last week, but, if you're not going to be consistent at it, you better find a way to block. And I'm talking about pass block. And he said they had problems with chips and assignments and things like that. Is that on the coaching staff for teaching? These things, do you have enough practice time? Are there too many injuries? What's the situation here? But to me, the play caller had to be great today. He wasn't. The quarterback had to be great today. He wasn't. The receiver had to be great today. He wasn't. Mm-hmm. The offensive line, Zach Martin, these guys had to be great. They weren't. Your defense was, and listen, I sound like I'm washing my hands and protecting Zim, and I'm not. But my gosh, he was playing with guys that, you're playing, 75 snaps with guys that normally play 15 to 18 snaps a game.
True that. Yeah, and guys like KJ Henry, who you signed 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Right.
But you also playing with Diggs, and he's got to make plays.
Yep.
And your safety. I saw Wilson come up, and to me it looked like Wilson played with a lot of physicality today. I'm sure the film will show that.
Yeah, outside of that one play.
This was not good enough. Not good enough from your head coach today. And he needs to look at himself about the preparation of this football team. He needs to look, because like I told you, defensively, this group acted like they had never seen a crossing route in their life before.
No doubt. All right, we will continue this conversation. We'll get back to your...
No doubt. All right, so I'm reading one comment, and I forgot your name in there, but, you do make a valid point that Van Johnson had better players. But a scheme is something that you run and operate regardless of the players, right? The talent, yards of separation, I'm quite sure that same route that St. Brown ran, Turpin would have been able to run. I'm quite sure that if Ben Johnson was the coordinator here, you would still have Rico. Of course, if they're not going to spend for running back, they would have Rico and Hunter Lupke, and people would have been saying, man, look at that Hunter kid. Where he come from? Oh, my gosh, man, look at that dude, right? You'd have seen Ferg do the same thing that Sam Laporta is doing. I'm quite sure. I'm not crazy. Sam Laporta is good, and he's got great, unbelievable skill set. But nobody can tell me that Ferg can't do the same things. Come on, let's be real. Can Ferg do the similar things that Sam Laporta can do? Just put a yes and a no. Can CeeDee Lamb do similar things that Tim Patrick? I know CeeDee Lamb can do what Tim Patrick can do, and even better. I feel like on Earth 32, right? The Dallas Cowboys they are the Detroit on Earth 36, right? They got the same roster. And that Detroit got the Dallas roster. Like Dak is all the way up there in Detroit, right? And we sitting over there on Earth 36 talking about, damn, look at that, Because it's all about scheme, system, concepts. Remember, Goff was on his way out until he found Ben Johnson, or Ben Johnson found Goff. Right? Y'all remember Goff? People like, man, Goff trash, man, Goff sucks. Because he didn't work for McVay's system as much as he worked for Ben Johnson. And when you have a system in place, when you lose one of your weaponry, you go back and you swiftly fix those issues by going and getting somebody. No, I mean, come on, Bruno. You killing me, man. Oh, you killing me. You hurt my feelings, Bruno. Bruno, man, no. We don't talk to Bruno no more, man. Bruno said that Ferg is soft, man. Oh, man, Bruno, come on, man. Please tell me it was a joke, Bruno. Come on, man. Please tell me, bro.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Oh yeah. but it's just what it is, though, y'all. Can we? Look, I want some newness, man, in here, man. Let's get a Ben Johnson. Now I get it, Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, the father, son, brother, son, whatever, brother. They don't want X, Y, and Z things in here far as the newness, but man, let's get somebody new. Citing Trope says forcing CD the ball and his inability to play X while hogging up the slot is hurting this offense. Also, span forward better than Luke Schoonmaker. Okay. CD is your best wide receiver. I'm not faulting the Cowboys for trying to utilize him in that spot. And even if the play design is for you to go to this play is called for CD Lamb exclusively. What year is this for Dak Prescott? Did somebody put that in the chat? What year is this for Dak Prescott? And this is not a knock on Dak, but this is a constructive criticism that I'm about to lay out. What year is this for Dak? Can y'all put it in the chat? Playing wise. 9 years. Morris Jackson, right? 9. Slick. I don't think it's 10. Year 8. I think it's like 8 or 9, right in that mix. Dak Prescott got to have some type of autonomy on his defense, or on his offense. If this play saying it goes to CD Lamb and there's 3 people, just because that play say, hey, this is a CD Lamb play, if this person is open on the backside or if this person open immediately, sometimes you just got to change it up. You got to. That's just what it is. He's not a rookie. He's not a sophomore. It's not his 3rd year. It's not his 4th year, not his 5th year. I would give him a lean way, even if it was his 3rd season. But he's going to have to. He's going to have to utilize the entirety of the field and have autonomy to change out things, to move things out of the way. And if he F it up, then he had to stand 10 toes down on it and say, hey, I F this up. I was trying to, drive away from the plan. And that's when you really see grit coaching, like the coaching and the quarterback going back and forth. Right? And that's what it is. If when you ultimately want to win, this is what it is. And that's what it's supposed to be. Unfortunately. Yeah. That's what it got to be, y'all. Because at the end of the day, if not, then it's going to be the same thing we regurgitate over and over again. Let me see. See if I can find it. Hold on, y'all bear with me. I'm going to see if I can find this clip right quick so y'all can understand what I'm saying. All right. I'm blowing it all the way up. We going to get this right. We going to get this stuff done now. We going to get this stuff done now. Because I want y'all to understand.
We're playing the Rams on Monday night. We got down there pretty close to the end zone.
Damn it!
We threw the ball 3 times in a row.
We exchanged words of how we thought it should get done.
And Jeff comes off and says, we need to be running the ball down there. I just snapped.
We gotta run the ball. Six down there. When we pass, block. We'll run the ball. Can we run it down there? Just play center. Run it down there. Jeff. Okay, so we will. All right, when we call pass plays, block.
That was totally outmatched, size.
We need that. I need that. I need that out of Dak. I need that. I don't know if he got it in his DNA. He need to find it. Extract it from him. Next time you shake Peyton Manning and see, extract it. Put that in. Don't y'all know the gravity of this game? You got to have that.
Strength, you name it.
No, he's calling plays.
Go sit down.
He's calling plays. I will sit down. Y'all quit yelling.
Hey, go sit down.
No, we're cool. Y'all quit yelling.
over here telling us how to block.
He's doing it.
Come on, okay.
He's yelling at us.
You don't have to go yet.
No.
Jeff's got a problem. He comes to me. If I got a problem, I go to him. And it's not always going to be this pleasant conversation.
I'm mic'd up.
Yeah. You got to do that. There's no shortcuts to this. Attitude. I don't want Dak Prescott head in the tablet. I meant every word of that. I don't want him, after he throw a damn interception, him sitting down by himself with his head in the tablet. Normally, when those type of situations happen, you got the offensive coordinator sitting right beside him going over the things that what he's seen or what could be corrected. But this team, with the absence of an offensive coordinator, because Mike McCarthy, he is the head coach, he got his head somewhere else. Football is a game of inches, baby. And we're not getting the inches. We're not getting the results. It's a full-on team sport, but everybody on this team is individual. It's killing me, man. This is killing me over here. CeeDee Lamb is individually CeeDee Lamb. Dak is individually Dak. All of these guys, the rookies all over there, they talk about, hey, these the young guys, this is the young guy, this is the young guy. So they don't know whether or not to walk out with their chest, or do they listen to CeeDee, or do they listen to Dak? And the head coach, he's thinking about where he gonna be next year. We need to fix this, dog. Peyton Manning, he walked up to Jeff Saturday, and the other guy was ready to fold and fight for him because they ultimately want to win that game. I don't know who they were playing, but they wanted to win this game. They wanted to win that game. They didn't accept whatever bull junk play that was called in there and say, oh, shucks, we get them next time. They're not satisfied with that.
The all-new two-story WinStar Spawn Cascades, their luxury pool complex. WinStar really is the place to feel like a star. Please game responsibly. Zach Wolchuk alongside the Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus from the Miller Lite Field Club here at AT&T Stadium following a Cowboys loss to the Lions. We'll get back out to the phones with Billy in Louisville. Billy,
let me do this
on the official post-game show of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
We've been better, Billy.
Good.
I hear you on that one. Hey, it's a real honor to be on with you guys, man. I want to say that first of all.
Thank you.
Second of all, man, I mean, let's just call it for what it is, man. We all knew about this when just before the season started. We knew what was going on. It seems like the only one that didn't know was the head of the Arkansas Mafia, as you call it, as I want to call it. But I can say this. I can honestly say this, man. Dallas Cowboy fans all over the world, if you want to show this dude truly what time it is, stop messing with this guy, man. If he truly wants to win, he needs to prove it. I'm sick of this stuff, dude. This is a joke. Everybody else knows. They said, Derrick Henry and Zeke is the same running back. Really? Oh, come on, man. I'm done, guys. I'll listen to what you have to say.
I hear you, Billy. I think you're echoing a lot of the feelings of the fan base. And I do think you are seeing quite a lot of season ticket holders that are giving up their seats to a lot of the road fans. There's a lot of Honolulu Blue. There's been a lot of Saints fans and black and gold fans that came in here, the Ravens. I mean, there's definitely – this is a destination stadium. There's no question about that. Like, I got to go to Pittsburgh last week, did a list on our flagship station, 105 through the Fan, the best destination stadiums across the league. AT&T Stadium is one. Like, this is definitely a trip that, road teams, especially ones that don't get to come here often, circle. But, I can understand the long-time, lifelong Cowboy fan. I mean, we just witnessed history.
Yeah.
No Cowboys team since 1960, the expansion year, has given up 44 more points twice at home. They've played 3 home games this year. They've done it 2 out of the 3. This is preposterous, what we've watched here. Yeah. And today, hey, shorthanded, I totally understand. They were phenomenal against fair, not nearly as good of an offense with the Steelers. They still played with immense heart and effort last week. They deserve credit for that. Today, certainly it showed. The lack of depth showed.
Yeah,
no doubt. So the depths and the talent comes from the GM. The play calling and scheme come from the coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like the play calling. The talent is the players, right? Those are some things that you can't coach. But what he's saying is that in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, look up the history since 1960, ladies and gentlemen, is what he's lamenting, that getting blown out twice within a year never happened. Like this never happened with 44 points or more. So like I'm going to read through these scores again. Jeff reported last 4 home games for the Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys losses by a combined of 82 points. 48-32, 44-19 against New Orleans. Baltimore 28-25. We rallied, we came back, and we played some good defense at the end of that, but we all know how that felt. We didn't really give them a lot of pressure there. And now Detroit 47-9. The Cowboys, got gas over here. The Cowboys have trailed at halftime 110-35. So that's just what it is. So Cowboys, that is ridiculous. Flat out insane. For that to never happen in the history of the Dallas Cowboys. That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy.
Not give up on this team.
But here's what I can try and do. As a voice of the fan base, being a lifelong born and bred Cowboy fan myself, is hold Jerry and this front office accountable. Happy birthday to Jerry. He's 82 today. Well, last time they won a Super Bowl, I think Chris Arnold told us he was 53.
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Oh, no, I was a young guy.
The way that he's running this thing does not work. It's proven to not work. They've got to change some stuff up. And maybe it does start with don't be doing a post-game interview while your head coach is talking.
What is if you could change one thing right now? And I'm just asking. I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
Honestly,
and you could
I would
say
love to
you move on from the GM,
Yes.
and that's not going to happen.
Right. So then I guess there's nothing I can change.
Then there's nothing you can change.
And
That part of it's not going to change.
Right.
How they go about maybe hiring the next offensive coordinator, or hiring the next coach, or hiring the next defensive coordinator, or hiring the next offensive line coach.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the area that needs to be evaluated. And Mike McCarthy, he's won 12 games 3 straight years. The playoffs, today, today was embarrassing, and that was just as much on Mike McCarthy, the play caller. And you talk that because I get what's happened to this defense. I get what happened to it, but you can't tell me that the quarterback, the play caller, the receiver, the offensive line, the coaches, the offensive coaches couldn't have done a better job today.
Sure.
Couldn't have done a better job today. And that's now on the general manager to look at okay, I'm looking at things around the league and I'm not seeing what I'm liking with my team.
Yeah, why don't we do more of XYZ?
Yeah.
I agreed, 100%. 877-881-1053.
The hiring.
The hiring process, yeah. Maybe you do multiple interviews. Maybe you do.
Yeah. I mean, just if that's the route they're going, if they're going to change, that's what has to be different. You have to say these are the trends that are prevalent in the National Football League today. The way that people are moving the football or playing defense.
And look, it's very touch and go and a slippery slope when you're talking about making changes like that, because these are human beings and they're alive.
They hate us right now.
And I, in
their car, they hate us driving home.
And it stinks we're having that conversation.
Sure.
But it's also the nature of the beast, right? We don't have a choice. Yeah. We can't hide from the elephant in the room.
Nope.
I feel for you as a human being, but All right, 877-881-1053, number to call, number to text. We'll hear from Jerry. We'll hear from Dak. We'll get back to your calls and text, Dallas.
Yeah. I know people hate us right now because not everybody wants to know the truth. Not everybody accepts the truth. Not everybody will love the truth when they figure out that this is something that's terrible, right? Like, man, hold on, I got this thing up. Give me echo. Hold on. Okay, let me turn this down. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. There we go. Turn that down. Okay, good. Not everybody can handle the truth. Right? And that's just where we at right now. Is that we got a meddling owner who wants it his way, who wants to win his way. And that's a crazy stat line that the last time we won a Super Bowl, where he was 53 years old. And now he's 82. Nobody wants to know that, And that's where we at right now, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm going to do is we're going to open up this phone line, and we're going to get things going with you guys. And everybody going to have about 60 seconds to vent and rant and get things off of their chest. So, and the phone lines is going to be brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm, the personal injury lawyers. Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm is Dallas-based. So if you're in the Dallas area and you get into a car wreck, be sure to check out Frenkel and Frenkel. They will review your case. They got over 100 years of experiences combined. And with that being said,
there are 3 participants in the conference.
Yes, indeed. 3 participants in the conference. Let me give you one shot here. We open it up. And as we get the participants in the conference, understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Even when you are down and out and you feeling bad about all of this and you need some help and you need someone to fight for you, call my line, 214 or 817-333-3333. Especially if you've been in a car wreck. Call Frenkel and Frenkel. But the hotline for right now to speak to Law Nation, the counselor here, is 657-390-7391. Come on, right. Come on.
Keep it off the books and keep it coming in. It's the OFC what I'm coming in.
From the 201, they said inside caramel just like 100 grand. But I got 100 grand on the line. Talk to us, man.
ain't no hope coming, though. They said wasn't no hope coming. They said soft rebuild. They said Mike Fisher, this 2025. They saving the money for that. That's why they ain't bringing nobody in. Jerry Jones ain't mad about this. He can say it to the media lying. He don't care. Nothing's being changed. Because 2025, they're going to put all these young players in there like they're doing the same. It's going to be more of the same. More of the same is going to come next year. They just want to get the old players out of there because that money's going to be gone. They want to be kings of the salary cap, and that's exactly what they're doing. And that's messed up because these players and these coaches' lives are on the line, and they don't care about that. And that's the crazy. We just seen the guy on that field. Season is over.
Over with.
And all the Joneses care about is clearing up the books. For 2025, what you gonna do with the money for 2025? Because you ain't gonna go get no high-priced players.
Right.
You just want to be great on the books. Oh, we so much ahead on the books. That's how they want to win. They want to be like we're good on the books. That's it. They don't want to They don't want to bring no high-priced players in here. And the only reason why Dak and CD got signed, Law,
The only reason why they got signed was because they needed them, because they needed to get I can't even speak right now.
You good?
The ticket holders to continue to buy them goddamn tickets. And they wasn't going to buy them tickets if there was no CD there. They wasn't going to buy those tickets if there's no Dak Prescott there. So in order to keep those ticket sales, they need names on the goddamn banners.
Ooh.
They wasn't going to buy those tickets for Trey Lance.
Keep going.
And my issue is Mike Fisher and all you goddamn reporters over there, ask the real goddamn questions.
Yeah,
ask the real questions and stop bull. Oh, I wouldn't want to curse, but you cursed already.
Yeah, I know already, man.
Man, I'm telling you right now, ask the questions that need to be asked and stop tippy-toeing. And Mike Fisher, stop playing both sides of the goddamn fence, saying, yeah, I asked the tough questions, and then you, it ain't the Joneses, it's the players. Stop playing both sides of the fence. If you knew that was going to blow it up, ask the questions. What about the coaches? What about the players on this team? What about their lives? What about that, Jerry? You didn't ask that question.
Yeah.
You know whole thing. Your boy Clarence, too. Ask the real questions.
Yeah, they ain't
ask
gonna do
them
it.
about to blow it up.
That party in Malibu. They got to get to that party in Malibu, though.
and law, that's why things won't. It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's true.
Law, that's why things won't change, and that's why Jerry and Steven feet won't get held to the fire, because the people that we call media, 105.13 The Fan, you too.
You know what? Let me speak the truth. Let me speak the truth right here. To the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys, out of all of the 31 other teams, is the hardest teams to get media credentials to, because you got to be taken through damn near blood, sweat, fire, and brimstone to get media credentials. I can today pick up the phone and get media credentials for the New Orleans Saints. I can get media credentials for the New York Jets. I can get media credentials for the Giants. I can get damn near media credentials. I had someone that literally give me media credentials for the San Francisco 49ers and the Chargers. But for the Cowboys, I'm not a reputable company enough, because they want to be able to control the narrative, and they know that. So they let the ones that they know get the media credentials. I won't ever probably get it, because I don't operate within the confines of their little rules. And that's just how they control the narrative, bro. That's just what it is. Mm-hmm.
In law, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
You want to know why you don't want to see fire and brimstone on the sideline and you're not going to see it? It's not because those players don't care, law.
Yeah.
It's because what happened 2 weeks ago when CD spoke? What happened?
Oh yeah.
That's why you won't see fire and brimstone on the sideline, no?
Yeah.
That's why. That's why. Because they're going to run with that narrative. Even 105, 103 The Fan, and these reporters ran with that narrative to the ground.
Yeah.
Instead of saying these guys are fiery, these guys want to win.
Yeah.
No, they don't do that. They run it to the ground and say, oh, man, these guys don't like each other. These guys that's the problem, Law. No other football team got to deal with that. So they can be fiery on the sideline, and ain't nobody going to say, oh, it's dissension. Even out there, it's dissension. This guy don't like this guy. That guy don't like that guy. And it even goes further. Nah, we don't want to bring another alpha dog in here because we already paid CD Lamb. That's ridiculous to me.
It is, bro.
That's ridiculous to me. But if CD goes to, have you noticed? CD go to another team, it's an alpha dog here, it's an alpha dog there. Dak go to another team, he played great because they got scheme and they got all that. I'm not saying that Mike McCarthy's not a great coordinator.
Yeah, well.
The Joneses want to win the way that they want to win.
So
Mike McCarthy can't coordinate the way that he see what's going on.
Well,
he can't coordinate that way.
In closing, because I did line long. In closing.
He can't coordinate that way because they won't let him. Zim can't do what he do because they won't let him because they want to win the way that they want to win.
Yo.
And all y'all people who say, man, blame it on the players. The players, you always say, Shaq can't shoot no three. I don't care how wide open he is. He can't shoot no three.
My point exactly,
They
man.
want to
Appreciate
work.
you.
I seen Zeke out there
Yeah.
hitting 2 and 3 yards, and he still was out there. And he went to those coaches and complained, and they said, okay, we gonna put you out there because Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones ain't give those coaches power to say, Zeke, sit your ass down.
He know who to go to. Appreciate you for calling in. 100 grand. I feel you, man. Come on, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yes,
All
indeed. 100 grand got that. 100 grand. 100 grand hot, man. You can't have two masters. One will always shank the other. One will always mislead and misguide the other. It always sounds good on paper when you say, yeah, we are a family-based team, and when you winning, yes, we 3-3. It's not like we 0-6 around this mug or 1-5. We 3-3. But the Cowboys, they got so many steps, man, that you can literally circumvent Mike McCarthy. You can circumvent Mike Zim to a degree. You can circumvent. I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that there's coaches on this team that's really thinking of like, hey, I see the door there. I know I'm going to get the door. I know I'm not going to be here next year. You think that they're going to put in extra hours? Shoot. Temp jobs, man. These guys. Oh, okay. All right. See you this week. Whew. Ain't getting fired, right? Temp jobs. That's what it is. These guys not getting full benefits here. They won't be here for the 2025 season, and they know it. That's not a recipe in the National Football League, ladies and gentlemen. We 500 though. Slick, you right. We 500 though. Yeah, I got from the 803. You're live, T.
Hey, Law.
What up?
Law, I'm gonna be real with you, man.
Be real, 1,000.
I picked the Cowboys to lose this game. I picked the Cowboys to lose this game because of the injuries that we had.
Right.
Going into this game and knowing that we couldn't run the football and we couldn't stop the run, and then at the last minute, right before the game started, they made a switch at offensive line, which they probably didn't practice that a whole lot during the week leading up to that. So I picked them to lose.
Right.
I would be raging with you like the way that you were raging earlier if we were fully healthy going into this game and they put out that performance. But I'm not there, man. I just
Well. Not to put salt on this. Not to put salt on this. But were we quasi fully healthy week 2? I mean, yeah, week 2. Well, was we quasi?
I picked them to win versus the Steelers. But this game, knowing that the
No. I'm talking about week 2.
and they had a chip on their shoulder. And they were ready to come in and just do us dirty. Like, no,
right.
I picked us to lose. Like, and then once the game started, I was totally with Cowboy fans as far as like firing Mike McCarthy because he called a horrible game. Like, I watched your live stream the whole game. Like, you called every play: first down, run up the middle; second down, slant; third down, deep ball; fourth down, punt. Like, that was the game. Like, that's what we did the whole game. Our offensive line couldn't block worth a damn. Even when they lost their best pass rusher in Aiden Hutchinson, Dak was still getting pressured, still getting sacked. We couldn't run the football. Zeke spent the whole week complaining about his carries, and he had more carries this game than Rico. He had 8 carries for 17 yards. Rico had 5 for 25. So even with the few carries that Rico had, he still averaged 5 yards a carry. Zeke, shut your ass up, bro. The next time he goes into the front office and complains about his usage, show him this stat line.
Okay.
Dak and CD, this bye, I'm gonna need y'all to be at the backyard. I don't need to see no videos of y'all during the weekend at y'all college at games and shit. You back at Mississippi State and CD at Alabama or Oklahoma or whatever the hell the college he went to. I don't need to see none of that. I need to see y'all at the backyard getting on the same pace because it's been 6 games now.
Oh, it's been 6
There's
games.
no excuse for that. There's no excuse for your quarterback and your number 1 wide receiver who both got paid to not be on the same page 6 games into the season. I'm done. I know. Jalen Tolbert had a great game last week, but come on, bro. Like, I'm done, man. I'm done with Jalen Brooks. Ryan Flanoy, I was rooting for you, but you catch your first pass and then you fumble it. Like, go get Amari Cooper or Cedric Wilson. Both of them are dying a slow death where they at right now. Like, if they done gave up on their quarterback, go get one of those dudes. At least Amari Cooper would know at AT&T Stadium to at least put a damn visor on his damn helmet. You know what I'm saying? To catch a pass because the sun or whatever. Yeah. Like,
Get it off. Get it off your chest in closing. Yeah, get it off your chest. Yeah.
In closing, Mike McCarthy needs to do some soul searches like he did last year during the bye and open up this offense. I don't know what to say about the offensive line. Zach Martin, I really truly believe that this is his last year because he's just not it anymore. I really want Brock Hoffman out there because Brock Hoffman don't give a damn. And I need that type of attitude on my offensive line. Every single time he's on the field, whether it's preseason or regular season game, he's fighting somebody. And I need that on my offensive line.
Appreciate you so much.
Running back, we need to go get somebody.
Go get Long. Go come get me. Yeah, I appreciate you so much, T. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of digesting right there. Man, all I can say is, man.
This is your humble servant, Lord. There's clearly been a miscommunication, Jesus. Just saying this burden is a little bit too heavy for your servant, Lord. I'm just saying, Jesus, my cup runneth over, Lord, is what I'm saying. The thing is, I ain't even thirsty, Jesus, not a little bit. You can take this whole cup, the pitcher, all of it, juice.
Take the whole Kool-Aid pitcher with me, man. Come on with it, man. I got the 774, my guy, Jay, man. Talk to me, man. What you got, bro?
Man, I'm tired, man. Cowboys fans, we are tired of the same old stuff week after week. We're tired of the penalties. We're tired of the same old plays. We're tired of not adjusting. We're tired of not scoring points in the third quarter. It's just all the same stuff over and over. I think we scored 19 points in 6 games in the third quarter.
Oh, you did the homework for me, man. Come on with it, Jay. Come on with it.
You know, and that's not going to cut it. The third quarter, we just disappear. And it's the same old stuff, man.
And that's with healthy players and unhealthy guys. And that's what I've been telling y'all. We start off the third quarter so slow. And now I didn't even know the research was like that heavy when Christy Scales said it's also in the first quarter.
First quarter. The first time we get the ball now, because we got to put up points because we got so many guys that are hurt. So we try to get the ball so we got to stay ahead in points. Well, I can't even remember the last time that we scored a touchdown in the opening drive. You know, and that's just not going to cut it against these teams. And it starts at the top. You know, Jerry Jones wasn't Jerry Jones the one to say at one time that you would be embarrassed of the check I would write to get another Super Bowl? He said something like that.
Yeah, he lied to us, man.
And now they're just all these teams are shopping for players in the off season, getting better, and here the Joneses is shopping out of the box in the store, in the back of the store on the floor. That one box, they're just shopping for players just to get by, man. Because all they're gonna They're going to talk about the Cowboys whether they win, lose, or draw. And that's all they care about, bro. That's it. You know, and it's sad. The closest that the Cowboys came to showing any fire today was actually you calling the plays, man. And that's
I appreciate it, though. Thank you so much, man. No doubt, man. That's my guy, Jay, man. I appreciate the support there, man. I'm gonna let I got the Cowboy 92, and then I have Glenn Law from the 202. So Cowboy 92, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Law?
Not much, man. Go ahead and leave some fire. I got to get something out of the kitchen. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, man. The problem with these Dallas Cowboys is they don't have no heart. No heart at all. If you go back and look into the 90s, since we so good at that, all those players had heart. Emmett, Aikman, Irvin, the offensive line, the defensive line, special teams. They had heart. I sat back and watched this game like everybody, all other Cowboy fans did, and I seen no heart. The offense still not moving the ball down the field. The defense, I'm not even really mad at the defense because we had 8 starters out. 8. And they only can do what they're able to do. Our second string and third string is going against their number 1. What you expect? What you expect was going to happen? The problem was the offense not going head-to-head with the Detroit Lions offense because, once again, when they making incomplete passes, dropping the ball, fumbling the ball, whatever they're doing, they just go to a tank. And the players, it look like to me, they don't give a damn about Dak. They just tanking on Dak. Dak is like he losing his confidence. He put his head down, then nobody not even sitting around him. I see that one thing that pissed me off, and I know it pissed a lot of other Cowboy fans off.
Right.
Michael Parsons. He over there talking on the sideline to whoever he was talking with. When I saw that, I'm at work, and I want to bust the damn monitor when I saw that. I'm like, what you talking about? What are you? I mean, I'm not even a player on the team, and I want to jump through there and do something. You sitting there at the game, you can't play right now for whatever reason, and you sitting there chit-chatting about whatever, probably your next podcast conversation. I'm telling you, those type of players, they need to go. They all about money. See, he done got his money. You see the difference how he playing.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, Cowboys 92, man. Appreciate you, bro.
How about them Cowboys, though?
How about them, man? I went and got me a prop, man, because I want to be able to give y'all a perfect illustration to what we do, man. This is a pot. And what we do, everybody else, they eat the food. They eat the food from the top, but us, we just scraping the bottom of the barrel. Oh, KJ and them, y'all gonna like this? Yeah. That's what we do. We scrape the bottom of the barrel, baby. So y'all hear me do this? That's just me scraping the bottom of the barrel, baby. We the bottom of the barrel boys. Well, yeah, that's who we are. So I got to give me illustrations now. Maybe I'll put it like a cowboy logo right here. Yeah, I'm going to take it. This pot is already silver, so all I got to do is put the star. I'm going to go find me a star, put it right here, and then I'm going to have my spoon with holes in it, because you still got to have some little holes in this thing, right? Because everything else is see-through. And yeah, and y'all gonna eat this meal. The bottom of the barrel boys. I got Dr. Q. You're live on the Nation, but hold on, I'm sorry. Glenn Law and then Dr. Q, my bad. Glenn Law, you're live from the 202. You're live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Law? Thanks for taking my call.
Most certainly. Appreciate it.
I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
What do Purdy, Goff, Tua, and Jordan Love, what do they all have in common?
Young, innovative coaching and scheme systems. Yeah. Oh, and that Love look good, though. That Love look good. Yeah. Caleb Williams look good today. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But you nailed it. They have innovative play callers, and they have schemes. And you know what? They're kind of just guys. I mean, maybe Love has a little bit more talent than the others, but you can't convince me that just Goff is more talented than Dak. And I'm not, I'm not a Dak lover, right? I mean, he's the quarterback of the Cowboys, so I'm definitely rooting for him. But my frustration is that with the Joneses, and you really touched on it earlier during your, I think it was your last broadcast. You said that they had a plan in the front office, and it didn't materialize because Trey Lance just isn't that guy.
Right.
But here's the real problem we're going to run into, and I also agree with you. And I don't know if you quite said this, but I think there's a danger that this may be a lost year. And when I say a lost year, I'm not saying we're going 7-10. But what I am saying is that we could end up middle of the road again, and then you don't get a top 10 draft pick, and then you're in the middle of every round, and so you can't really be, like you said, hot or cold.
Right.
But here's the problem that the Joneses are really, really fundamentally running into with the NFL. Today's NFL, it's a battle of the playbooks. And I think that was on display today with all of the attempts by Ben Johnson, who's a brilliant guy.
Right.
But he clearly tried to embarrass Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys. They tried to embarrass us today. And I don't know how many times I have to sit here and watch crossing routes.
Yeah.
That wide open, and we can't get any separation on our receivers.
None, man.
And until the Joneses decide that they're going to allow the coach to get the shine and get some of the credit, it's going to be the same song and dance, rinse and repeat. I don't know what to think, Bob, but I'll let you go. Thanks for taking the call.
No doubt. Yeah, it's a good call from Glenn. I apologize, man. I apologize to all of y'all. It is the NFL moves so quickly. And in teams, man, look, teams are getting so quicker and better with schemes and play calling. And of course, you got to be healthy to a degree. We've seen the Saints, even though they got a new system and scheme, and we saw them really hit it really fast. Injuries hampered them, and now they falling below 500, and they can't find a win. So a little luck got to be involved too, though, right? And we are 3-3. We're 500, and we are who we are right now. We look so flat. We just look so flat at home that it's scary. There's no hope at the crib. Right? We talking about, and here's another thing that I want to clear up so badly with those who say otherwise, who thinking that we said that Dan Quinn is a horrible coach and he sucked. We never utter those things. It's a difference between being a good coach and a terrible coach. I think that he saw that he is a good coach. He's a great communicator. But at what end of it that he ultimately want this job? And he saw that he wasn't going to get this job. So he did what anything else is what we call self-preservation. His focal point was at the time, I need to get me the job because they don't want to give me the job. So that's why we say he sabotaged Quinn, right? But they're not saying that he suck or trash or anything. But he's on a whole other team now, and it seems as if though his system, he's on the sideline now. That's what we've been all banging on the table. Like, we need him to be on the sideline. All of that passion and stuff need to be on the sideline. We've seen it. There was a play that I watched earlier today, even though the Washington team lost. It was something as simple as calling a damn timeout. I'm seeing Dan Quinn running, calling timeout. We're not finna get that from Mike McCarthy. He can barely walk up to the press conference and give us something about feedback on this game without falling out. I'm praying. I'm like, I hope he don't catch a heart attack and fall out. Who we talking to? Biggie Smalls? What's going on? And he's literally saying, you know very well who we are. Let me quit. But that's just what it is. That's just what it is. What Dr. Q at? And from the 210, you in, Dr. Q. Talk to me, man.
Hey, brother, you funny as all get up, man. The previous caller, man, was speaking some facts, and $100,000 hit on some good points too, boss. But well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. We're just a horrible team, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care if Parsons was healthy, DR was healthy, whoever we have injured. Everybody keeps saying we got 7 players out. Excuse me. This is how I know that we're a sorry team, and we wouldn't have won today, even with them. This guy Montgomery, if you average in 6.7 yards a carry, that means on second down you have 3.3 yards to get a first down. That's just ridiculous, man. So even if Parsons would have been, so let's say they stop him to 4 yards a carry, right? Your team still only averaging 1.2 yards a carry.
Yeah.
You're not gonna beat anyone with that, man.
No.
You're not gonna beat anyone with that.
No.
The next thing, man, Jerry Jones loved to fool us, right? So they'll go out and say, we're going to get some players, right? But who do they go get, man? They go get 35-year-old players. They go get 35-year-old players off the, sitting on the couch. I'm surprised they didn't call what's his name, the Sue guy. I'm surprised they didn't call him going on 35. But this is Jerry Jones' way of saying, okay, we're gonna fool the fans, so that we'll get somebody. Last thing, bro, I'm gonna say this. So, like I mentioned, I own 2 seats at the stadium. I purchased them in 2009 when the fans had the seat option to purchase them, right? So the reason why Jerry and his family, I'll just say Jerry, that they don't care about in terms of like who's not going to buy the merchandise, who's not going to follow them, because I don't want to sound racist here, man. My wife and I sit on the 200 level. Down, I don't know if you've ever been in the stadium. So
I've been
got
there.
the 100 level. And then you got the founder seats and you got the club seats, right? So if you look around, if you just take a walk in there like I used to do, you see nothing but white faces, man. And there's so much loan money in Dallas, so much loan money. When they come to the game, it's just another event.
Right.
It's just another thing. Just for entertainment, the money don't faze me. I'm worth $5-6 million. It don't faze me. So yes, I have a club seats where I pay $40,000 a year for the club seats or whatever, right?
Right.
They don't care. They don't care about that, man. So Jerry Jones is like, okay, you know what? I can make my money. I'm still making money off of this. I'm also involved in the doggone things getting ready to come up, the World Cup. I just donated $350 million to this thing, and now I got some kind of event where they're going to be racing around the stadium. Come on, man. You think Jerry really care about losing the chump change in the stadium?
No.
So I wish fans would just understand, do your homework, because Jerry don't care because he's making money to offset what he might potentially lose at the stadium, because he doesn't care if you come to the game or not.
Man.
That's just how it goes. But
you
they got to figure out, man. They got to figure. Go ahead, Rob.
No. You spitting the truth, because that's why his first statement was. His first statement was when the attendance were all-time low, right, at Oxnard, and he called into 105.3 the fan. They of course they jabbed at him, right, and he had his counterpunch already. He says, well, although attendance may be low at Oxnard, and we sad and we apologize for that, but our season ticket renewals are at its all-time high. When he pointed out that stat, like vividly, I was thinking like at an 81-year-old man, he know his numbers. So he was like, yeah. And you know why he said that? Because there will always be the attraction to come to Dallas. It's the middle of the United States. It's centrally located. We got 2 airports. There's always something to be doing here in Dallas. Dallas got everything you can think of but the weather. It don't have the Florida or the California weather, but it got literally everything you can think of but the weather.
Yep, you're right. You're right, Law. You're right about that, man. Like I said, them people paying for those club seats and the doggone the other seats, man. That's petty cash. I purchased my tickets. I purchased my seats for me and my wife. This is 2009, Law. I paid $10,000 per seat for those. I paid $20,000, right? The season tickets used to be $100 per game. You get 8 regular season games and 2 preseason games. Man, those tickets have even gone up like $150, $175. You know, I mean, it's not cheap, but what I'm saying, a lot of those guys, man, in Dallas, man, they got big money, man. I'm talking petty cash tax write-off money. So they don't really care about, you know, spending this, man. You know, so Jerry's not worried about it because he know, hey, if I lose on this end here, I'm going to make up on this end here because he's got a lot of things going on.
No doubt,
so that's just how it is, man. But as far as his team, we are just, I hate to say it, man, I've been a Cowboy fan since '73. We are just not a good team, bro. We're not. I hate to say that.
I know it pains you, man. Yeah. I appreciate you calling in, Doc.
Does,
you know.
Okay. All right, brother.
No doubt.
Care, man.
Yes, we do. Yeah. Whew. Man, you know, a bookie get paid regardless of the outcome of the circumstances, right? You just set your life up for that, right? You win, you make money. You lose, you make money. And that's just how it is. He's in the ultimate golden era of his career, and that's Jerry Jones. And it's going to be passed on. He's teaching from generation to generation. So we as fans, we at the mercy seat of that. Whereas it goes back to what Mark Cuban said. Jerry, he advised Jerry, and I'm not saying Mark Cuban got all the answers to the test, right? But he advised Jerry, and he said, well, Jerry turned this into how he makes money with the Cowboys. Other owners, this is their hobby. You know, they don't make money off of they make money, but they don't live and lean on just that. And I'll be a fool to say, yeah, Jerry's not making money off of real estates and the oils and all of the other side deals, but he makes literally the bulk of his money. That's what he's known for, right? These other billionaires, they are known for other things, right? Jerry is known for the Cowboys. And that's the difference with the two. So, yeah, I'll hold Dak Prescott feet to the fire. You talk good about him, you talk bad about him. People fail to realize, even the haters, they make money for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys and Jerry Jones because it's going to be talked about. People are going to tune in more. And instead of just having one team to talk about you, you got 31 other teams talking bad about you. That's just how that goes. Unfortunately. Don't y'all know how many people jumps over here and say Dak trash, Dak suck, Dak trash, Dak sucks. That helped the algorithm out. They're subscribed to my channel just to tell me how bad my quarterback is. But nobody is subscribing to the Jaguars to tell the Jaguar law, if there is one down there, that this dude, Trevor Lawrence, sucks. Nobody's out there throwing knives at Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence can get paid $250 million and be cheeks out there, right? And nobody care. Why? Oh, he's Trevor Lawrence. He's a first-round draft pick for the Jaguars. Nobody care about the Jags. And Gil said Dak is the GOAT. See, so the Jaguar law. All right, man. That's just how it is. Unfortunately, man, we got my guy from the 409. What's on your mind? Poindexter, talk to me, man.
Man, it's a sad state of affairs. Don't you know it?
Yeah. It was all a dream, man.
Yeah, man. The sad state of affairs, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, let me tell you something, man. You know, I talked to you during the week, you know, and I said, well, if they win, it'll be a big win. If they don't win, it's going to be, you know, hey, back to the drawing board. Got 2 weeks to try to put some things together and try to get that kick to the end, you know.
Right.
But, man, today was totally depressing, man. It was just, you know, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm telling you. But I watch a lot of football, man. You never know. I really hated to see Aiden Hutchinson go down, man.
Yeah.
But I kind of do believe in the football gods, man. you know, when you get out there, man, and you out there trying to run up the score, you know, we put 40 burgers on people, man, but we ain't never just, you know, we got turnovers late and, you know, kind of pulled away and stuff like that and got the 40 burger, but we never was a team that was deliberate to do that. But, you know, come on, man, get the 3 and 4 letter networks because the Lions know, hey, man, we dump these Cowboys, at least we'll be relevant for a week or a few days, you know what I mean? Yeah. Any team that beat the Cowboys, they'll be relevant for a little while, you know. Kansas City Chiefs that won Super Bowls, they're not relevant. Only the Cowboys are relevant. So if you want to be relevant, hey, you got to beat the Cowboys.
You got to beat us.
And we see that thing, you know, where teams get up. And the fella before, you know, talking about the season tickets, man, he knows the investment. I bet you that dude there, man, he can sell his ticket, man, and get a 300-400% markup on him. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I heard a whole lot of Lions fans in there. And if I had season tickets, I would definitely sell them. Getting a 300-400% markup?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that money and have me a party at the house with all my intimate friends watching my 57-foot flat screen TV.
Just no oils, man. I appreciate you, boy Dexter. Thank you for calling in.
All right, my brother. How about them freaking Cowboys?
Oh, you didn't want to go. You didn't want to go Cowboys. No, you couldn't do it.
Appreciate you, man. I ran the elastic out my drawers today, okay?
No doubt, man. Appreciate you calling in, bro. That poor Dexter,
all right,
man. All right, man. Oh, my gosh, man. Boy, I'm better than what I was 10 years ago. There's no way you can get me to chuckle or laugh during the Cowboys loss, man. Oh, my gosh, man. I'm better than what I was 10 years ago. Poor, man. Y'all can ask Twin Maker. When we lose, like when the 49ers lost for him, we didn't turn ESPN. We didn't turn nobody TV on until like that Wednesday or Thursday. but now it's just even the same. Like for me to be in this seat after a loss, man, it's crazy, man. And to see we got over 60 folks, man, in this waiting to burn through this doggone thing as it relates to call-in line. Let me get MJ and then Darius, man. All right, so MJ, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, man.
Yeah, I just got to say, Darius was right, and your boy, you know I'm a Cowboys fan for life. Even though lose or win. I'm just gonna be honest, Law.
But it's how you lose, though. You know, even if it was 23-20, then we'd be like, all right, cool. But to lose this way is just terrible. Boy. Keep going.
I'm not gonna get mad at the defense, but 6 and 28 gotta go. Number 7 can't tackle, can't cover, but 28 he's supposed to have been over the top on that touchdown. Do that interception. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, couldn't get to the other side. Yeah.
And all our veterans, number 70, he's done. He's washed. He's getting killed every game now. They say bulldoze him. And number 488 got paid all that money, and they horrible. And I told y'all, Darius is right. You better come on. McCarthy, I'm done with him, man. And he can't coach. He's sorry. Same plays. We're going to get the same plays all year. And we 0-3 at home. And I'm not even mad at Zimmer. Y'all get mad at it. That ain't got nothing to do with Zimmer. I told you, if you go watch the game, the D tackles is there. The linebackers are running the wrong hole, and the safeties is missing a lot of tackles. That's how I got. They were just missing tackles. The D tackles played good. They wasn't getting pushed off the ball. The linebackers wasn't in the holes, and I guess we do the linebacker that called the plays for us. I think we missed them because them guys was horrible. Safeties horrible. I ain't gonna get bad at 27. He that one lucky play threw a bomb on him. He was there. If he just would have turned his head and got back straight. But the moral of the story, Darius, you was right. I'm done with McCarthy. Number 4, brother, you look worse than the Philly quarterback.
Oh, wow.
Shame on you, Carl.
Appreciate you for calling in, my dog. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Beautiful. I'm going to let my guy Darius in a few. But let me say this, though. If anybody make it hard for us to fight for is our players on our team. It's hard, man, to say, hey, but, he gave us some heart. He gave us some determination. He gave us a little push at the end or whatever, to get us over this particular deal. They made it hard for us, man. I think that Jerry tried to cast a spell on the opposing team, and it ended up hitting the team when we play in Dallas, man. But I got a guy who's a local native of Dallas, and he walks the streets of Dallas, and he gonna tell y'all what the temperature is, because a lot of you guys are not in Dallas. Y'all may be in Georgia, y'all may be in Tennessee or Florida, but when you in Dallas, you hear the same things that is going to be echoed from this guy. From the 214, you're live. Darius, talk to me.
Law, do you want to apologize now, or you want to apologize at the end of the season?
Give me the end of the season, bro. It's too quick. It's too quick. I'm gonna at least fight bonds, dog.
That boy answers quick.
Yeah, give me the end of the season, man. After the bye, Mike McCarthy I think he got a damn near undefeated record or something like that. Whew.
Okay. Well, we see how my boy Dan Quinn is doing. My boy Danny Q. How everybody, you included, Law, you blame the season on him, and look at him, and then look at Mike McCarthy. And you told me that the turnovers wasn't a Danny Q thing. You told me that the sacks wasn't either. What happened?
Well, to be fair, shoot, we don't have a Parsons. You can't quantify that. We don't have a Parsons. We only have a Marshawn Nealon, man. They got a guy named KJ who's just mopping floors for Walmart. Now he's out there trying to make plays, bro. No, you can't do this for me, man. You can't tell me that. Come on, bro. We got a guy named Amani that I can't even pronounce his last name out there trying to defend wide receivers and stuff. Nah, dog. Nah.
Okay. So
give me that. Give me that.
Okay, so when they come back and it's still the same, it's like what happens? What happens then? Like what's the case then?
Well, you are aware that the Washington defense is like the 27 or the 28 ranked defense now. I don't think that their defense.
I will take that. I'll take that as an answer. I'll take that.
They don't have depletions of their people too, though. By the way, you make me sound like I'm just gonna be this apologist. Now I got to defend all the time, Darius. Come on, bro. I'm not finna fold up, and I'm not finna give in. No. I got to give you the fair. I'm giving you real stuff, man.
I don't want up the beast. I don't want up the beast again.
No.
Okay, well,
I'll give you some more time. I give you one more minute, man. Come on, go ahead with it.
Oh, shit, I ain't know I was on the timer. Damn. But yeah, overall, man, that's just kind of like what I was saying. I know, you guys love Mike McCarthy. He's not good. I've been trying to tell you that. Dan Quinn is a better coach. And if you just look at Mike McCarthy's record without Dan Quinn, we're going to see. So this will be his second losing season without Dan Quinn. That'll be my point proven. All this fighting I've been doing, my point has been proven. That's all I got to say. The other thing I'm going to say is that, I definitely want to shout out MJ. I definitely appreciate MJ for giving me my flowers and always telling me, like, hey, y'all got to chill out. She's saying some good shit. I appreciate that, for sure. And then anytime Poindexter come in and then he be doing the Cowboy, I always repeat it. Like I always say it, like as he's saying it. So like that is like a little good drop. But shout out to them too, man. And yeah. So
That's all I want to say, buddy.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you calling in, man. Darius, man. Look, man, I get it. The Washington team, great run for them. They are what, 3-2 now, or something like that. What's the record? I don't know their record. They only won 3 games, right? Or did they won 4 games? They 4-3 or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Iceberg, we not that good. And I can't compare oranges to apples with this because we with absence of Bland. We absent of Michael Parsons. We absence of a lot of things that can play major factors and when you add it into a new defense. Dan Quinn, when he got here, we were playing last place schedule, and we drafted a generationally non-podcast Parsons at the time, right? And I'm not saying that Parsons being on the podcast disrupts or diminutive or shows and tears down this team, but it was the land of the unknown. And yes, we were 12-5, but at the same time, those two things don't match because we wasn't also rolling out these different things with this offense. So it's just two different things we can't quantify. And for Dan Quinn, if he's the defensive guru over there, they got all of their weapons over there on the defensive side, And I don't hear any majorly blowings of defensive guys hurt over there in Washington land. Just being real with y'all. Yeah, what's Washington record? They 4-3, 4-2. They only lost 2 games, so good. So good for them, Yeah, good for them. Good for them. Let me see what they got over here. Yeah. They got a 25th ranked defense. If anything, you want to give flowers to Jaden Daniels, unbelievable, man. Shout out to him. Kudos and credence to him. Yeah. Kudos and credence to him. But they got the 25th ranked defense at this time. I don't know whether they're going to update, and they have for damn sure a better offensive attack. But last I checked, they're not toiling over Rico and Zeke. They're not toiling over those things. They got Austin Eckler, and who's the other running back? The guy that got shot up by 8 times. Hey, he had boy like 50 Cent out there. He's still running. Yeah, so they toiling over that. They got 2 running backs, and they got things going. And they got creative plays. They had the Baltimore sweating a little bit today. Yeah, we are the 31st ranked defense. But come on, man, y'all got to call a handicap somewhere with this. Look how many people just hurt, bruised. Our only off-season move, Eric Kendrick, even he hurt. Yeah. No, I ain't talking about Ricky. He got shot, but I'm talking about Brian or someone over there. They're running back on the Washington team. But it's not comparing apples to apples.
The conference has been locked.
I got D from the 912. You in? I got Coach, man. What's good? Coach for the 316. Coach AJ. What's good?
Hey, what's up, brother? I was at that Slaughter Fest.
Yeah, let them know how people really feel in Dallas, too, by the way.
It's sad, man, when you're sitting in the stadium watching their fans celebrate at a high rate. Hell, they wouldn't sit down. You couldn't watch the game.
Yeah.
They throwing towels, having a party. Hell, even the women are talking shit. So let's just put it mildly. The worst part is the guy that's taking all the flack is going to be your cue. Hey, man, the first interception, it was like a cover 2 zone, but the receiver to the outside didn't run a route. He just stood there. So the guy just trailed back out of the play. He falls back. He said, if you're not going to move, I can just drop back and get an easy pick.
Yeah.
It's sad. I mean, there was no reaction to the receiver, which I think it was Brooks.
Yeah.
Who didn't run a route. Nobody said anything to him on the sideline like, hey, man, that's why you do your job to run a route. You just can't stand there. Now, the rest of the shit was just shit show, man. There is no old line right now. There's no, I don't know. T Still is the whole old line. They got blew up today, dude. It was a cannonball fire. Even Overshaw today would tell you it wasn't a good day for him either.
Yeah, he was running.
I mean, that flea flicker, it looked like they were running on skates, man. Our D line. We got no push on our O line, and our D line is on skates. So it's a bad thing. And then I'll say it again. What hurt this team is if you don't play together at the beginning of the season, week 5 you starting to gel. Well, Jerry decided that he wants to give ESPN the highlight tape of holding people out, and it backfired.
It did.
It backfired. I mean, everybody else pay their people, and they ain't worried about. You don't hear nobody on TV talking about, oh, he get paid $50 million or 55. They don't give a shit.
Right.
It's just like you said. Jaguars are not over there talking about it. Trevor Lawrence sucked. No, they ain't saying that. They're saying we got to go get him some pieces. Only the Cowboy fans want to take everybody and sell them off, and then say, you put C.D. Lamb with a damn good offensive line and give him, hey, today Jared Goff probably averaged 4.5 to throw. Dak Prescott averaged probably 1.9, dude. And they were hitting his ass. They were lighting him up.
And they was sitting on every route. It was no motion, no drags, no crossers. It was like, come on, man. No slant, not even a slant.
Oh, hey, brother. When we did run a play, okay, like the fourth and 5 to Turpin. Hey, man, they literally sat on the route and said, where you going with that? I don't care if he throws an interception 50 yards down the field. As far as I'm concerned, that's loosening up the defense. But the problem is, we're off, man. He can't step up in the pocket. He's stepping up in the pocket. He getting drilled. Jared Goff didn't get touched today, dude.
Yeah, outside of some broken plays, he got sacked. I think one time. Yeah.
When Donovan Wilson got the sack on him, dude, that was about as close as he ran for 2-yard gain. So the running back averaged 7 yards a whack. I mean, it was embarrassing.
Man.
And the worst part is being there in person and watching that shit. You just want to throw up. I mean, but guess what? I'm still for the Cowboys, and I will always be a Cowboy till the day I die. The bottom line is, if you got 5 guys hurt, your next 5 is not stepping up even close.
Right.
And the scheme on offense is pathetic, dude. I mean, you calling timeouts before the half, and then you let them get the ball right back and score right before the half. I'm like, what the hell is Paul? I'm starting to think the coach is coaching against himself.
It's a temp job. You cut corners, man. When you work in a temp job, you just cut corners. You're not gonna trash fall off the table. You're not gonna pick it up, put it in the trash can. You leave it there. You say, hey, they don't care about me like much.
You said, you can't yell at a guy that was sacking groceries last week. What the hell are you gonna yell at him for?
Right.
They had your boy Lawson on skates today.
Hell yeah. Because all this offseason, he wasn't in football shape. Now, he was in workout shape. You got this workout video on Instagram and all this stuff, running and doing plyometrics and all of that stuff, and calisthenics, but that's not football stuff. He didn't play a single down in training camp. He wasn't out there when I was out there. They picked this dude up afterwards. And he's supposed to be the next up-and-coming guy to help this team out. That's scraping the bottom of the barrel instead of pulling the trigger and getting somebody that's in football shape that can make a difference. And that's why this team is where we are at because we don't have the foresight to get guys that makes differences. But, man, I appreciate you, Coach, man. I thank you so much for your support, bro.
I'm going to always say it, brother. You have a great show. I look forward to listening to you every day. Thank you for what you do for our nation.
Thank you, Coach, man. That's a good call from you, man. That's Coach AJ, man. But this is what we do. I got some Dallas stew for you. Come on, grab some of this Dallas stew. We scraping the bottom, man. Everybody else got the big pieces of the food and whatever in their stew, but we got to scrape from the bottom. It's time out for that. I got the 803, you're live on the nation, brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm.
Yellow.
Yeah, what's good?
Okay, man. Just want to get my little 2 cents on this despicable loss here. I agree with all your callers, man. I'm a long-time listener. Actually, I'm a season ticket holder actually as well too. But man, I couldn't get with my tickets this time. I lost money, man. Yeah, seriously, yeah. We're out of South Carolina, so we're in Dallas pretty frequently anyway. But here's my thing, man. I'm okay with the loss. Well, I'm not okay with the loss, but my thing is, I'm not sure how you guys over in Texas, but South Carolina, man, we get a lot of hate over here as Cowboys fans. And it's not even from, I guess I can accept it more. Let's say any Lions fan, man, bring your broom, shovel, baseball bat. Hey, I'll take it. Welcome. Good job, well done. But you got people like the Commanders coming at you, the Steelers coming at you, man. And I'm like, dude, didn't you guys just lose today? I just don't get it, man. There's a saying that says it's lonely at the top, man. And people just love to see the Cowboys go through pain, man. And I just wish that Jerry Jones, like you said, would just give my man Dak some help, man. I mean, and I agree with you 100,000%, man. They didn't believe in him, man. They did not believe in him. They saw the revenue about to drop. They saw the potential because he liked the pizzazz. And like Jay Tuck said too, I mean, we can boycott and all this stuff. I didn't have to renew my ticket this year, but someone else can still get them, man. I mean, like Jay Tuck said, man, people come to go to the game a lot of times just for like a grand old time, man.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful at the game.
So it's not really everybody ain't going there, as diehard loyal fans, so they don't care. Win or lose, they don't even care. No. A lot of times you go, it's always the opposing team anyway. So it's really not even a home field advantage anyway, from my experience. Yeah. But either way, man, I'm just rambling, man. But I'm just at a loss of words. I'm not gonna throw those season away. I know there's still hope.
It's still hope. Yeah, we 3-3, but the problem is that it's like I'm gonna say it when I give you out the phone. But man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for calling. Yeah. I ain't want to drag it out all the way, but it's literally this right here.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
Yeah.
And now it's here.
We're not. This hurts, man. It hurts me to even admit this. We doing the minimum just to make it by. That's the shit that hurt. Some people in life, you guys are doing the same thing, man. And that's what this coaching staff is doing. Show of hands if you miserable at your job. Show of hands, put a 1. You don't know if your supervisor's watching in the chat. And you miserable at your job, and all you doing, you arrive late and you leave early, and you doing the minimum. Not too much, not too less. And you just waiting for either that Friday or every other Friday to do this. All right, cool. All right, cool. You getting that check and you doing the minimum. The minimum. You're not going above and beyond because you know you just doing this job to get a check. And that's the impressions. Maybe the Cowboys think the world of KJ. Maybe the Cowboys think the world of some guy named Seth Williams that they brought in to work out for this team instead of going out there and getting some high-end stuff. But they are doing the bare minimum just to get by. When Rob Ryan or Rex Ryan, whenever he said that he was considering to be the defensive coordinator here, and the only thing that got in the way, because Zim wasn't even the first choice, when he said the money. So the Cowboys front office, I don't give a dog what they say. They doing the bare minimum, or they're doing anything and everything in their mindset that they think is winnable. But we can see that Mike McCarthy, he needs help himself. And it's too late right now. He's not equipped to call the plays in a creative way consistently. If you push him along enough and force him, he get mad a little bit and start motion. Start winning. But he's doing the bare minimum to win at all costs. When I listened to Mike McCarthy, he didn't sound like he was angry and upset enough about the loss. He's like, okay, yeah. He himself, he already know.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
Shoot. From the 205, you're live on the Nation. Talk to us.
No, man, Zeta no beta right here, man.
What's good, bro?
Cowboys offense, I'm not going to give them the defense because what do you expect? You got 8 starters out and you expect them boys to play like the 2000 Ravens, man. But the offense, why can't you run the ball? I mean, everybody want to get mad at Zeke. Zeke 2 yards here, 3 yards there. Negative yards in the backfield. I mean, this dude's waiting in his face as soon as he touched the ball. What you think gonna happen? There's nobody in the NFL right now that can fix his offense. Nobody. You put Mahomes, whoever you want, Derrick Henry, Cooper, Trey, for anybody, they ain't gonna fix this. This is all amounting up to Mike McCarthy and his garbage-ass play calling, man. Mike McCarthy, I'm calling for a job, man. After this year, if he ain't gone, you can kiss it out the door because Dak ain't going nowhere. Y'all just paid him 4 years. Dak ain't going nowhere. So deal with it. CD ain't going nowhere. So y'all going to have to figure it out. Dak, Dallas, whatever you want to call it, defense playing soft. I'm sick of these folks playing on the sideline with their head down. Where's the defensive coordinator, man? Why is he not getting in these boys' face? He just looking over there just sitting like everybody else.
Yeah.
What happened to the defensive discipline? What happened to him? Get rid of both mics, bro. Both mics got to go. By week 9, bro, if this ain't fixed, it's over with. Go ahead and get rid of the tickets, get rid of everything. Jared Jones, you already said you was going to rebuild, so what's stopping you? You know?
Yeah, you're right,
I don't understand it, man. Like, Cowboys fans, y'all going to have to deal with this because ain't nothing going to change. You get Bland back, Okay, Michael Parsons, D-Law, whoever you want back. Y'all act like this shit wasn't happening week 2, week 3 when you had everybody. Like, huh? Like, what do you think gonna happen? This team is who you say you is, man. There's nothing gonna change this. You is from day one. If it ain't in your head, it's never gonna happen. That's all I got to say, Law. DC for life, man. Got a long season. Let's go.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. That's my guy from the 205. Yeah, get it off your chest, man. I get it, man. I got Coach from the 469. You live.
Every defensive player that suited up on their defensive side of the ball, they just robbed a man on his birthday. On national TV at that. How bold are you to commit such a crime on national TV where everybody can see it? Boy, they need to just go ahead Tuesday when their direct deposit hit, they need to go on and cash app it, Zelle it, right back to sender. Because they just stole that money. They just stole that money. They didn't come out and do nothing today besides show up, put on cleats, get out there and run around. That's all they did. They showed them do the darn job. They showed them do the darn job. You got what was that, number 5? Running hard. Both of them running hard. Gibbs and Montgomery running hard. But Montgomery had 12 carries. And on 12 carries, he had 10 broken tackles. 12 carries, 10 broken tackles, over 100 yards. You see what I'm saying? That's just want to right there at that point. That's just want to at that point. You don't want to play the run game. You don't want to go and play sound assignment football. You don't want to fill your gaps. You don't want to have gap integrity. You don't want to you don't want to set the edge. You don't want to block shit. You don't want to go and put them pads on that young man and get him down. You don't want to play football. Y'all didn't show up to play today. Y'all just showed up just like Law. You couldn't have said it better. You couldn't have said it better. If I could hear the chat, and the chat was a church, when you said it, y'all just come in, hear my check, all right, I'm gone. I swear I could have heard the chat say amen and hallelujah. Because you freaking Law.
I appreciate it, Coach. Yeah, man.
Law, you was preaching that thing, baby. I had to go. I almost had to grab my Bible. I was like, what's going on now? You know what I'm saying? All right. The church of the doors is open.
Yes,
all right?
indeed.
Now, we passing the collection plate around. All right. Now, just drop a like in it, drop a share, drop a subscribe. And if you feel good, go on and give your love offering, because the man of God has given us a good word on this evening.
Yes, indeed.
Some of y'all are just going through life miserable. You're miserable. And you're thinking that there's nothing you can do about your situation. Some of these Cowboys feel the same way. And some of these fans feel the same way about these Cowboys. And it's a reflection of the life that they are living Monday through Friday. I'm here to tell you, you have the power to change anything in your life that you don't want. Okay? Just like them Cowboys can go in there and they can go tomorrow, put on that film, say you did this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong. And you got the power to change it. We can do that very same thing, y'all.
No doubt.
I just want to give y'all some hope.
No doubt.
It ain't always got to be like this.
Appreciate you, Coach.
All you got to do is figure out where it is that you need to change, and you can make your life better. These Cowboys are going to be them Cowboys, but you can be a better you. That's all I got, baby.
No doubt, man. That's Coach, man. Appreciate him for calling in.
Give me my theme music.
Hey, yeah. Sometimes, man, you can't hide forever, man. Sometimes these things show up, whether it's gonna be on tape, whether it's gonna be back on showing like the things that you only gave 50% in. But it is what it is. Boy, we chipping it on down, man. I'm trying to give everybody their time and their space. From the 971, JP, you live.
Hey, how you doing?
I had better days, but go ahead.
Yeah, you're probably a little upset. Yeah, I understand that. So I guess we're not going to make a change at the quarterback position then, or what we're going to stay stagnant.
Man, not $250 million. You better figure out how to make that work. Yeah, $250 million on
so
the
you
way.
gonna figure, so you gonna continue to lose your fan base and then not move the ball downfield. You can't play action to the left. You can't play action to the right. You can't fool the defense over the top. This thing is going to get blowed up, man. They got to figure out a way how to score points. I mean, the bottom line is the last team with the most points wins the game.
True.
You saw, and I keep telling everybody on my show, if he's going to, okay, you got Rico, okay, you can't run the ball. There's a problem there. All right, now this has been happening. Now I hope y'all ain't blind. I hope you can see for the last 4 weeks that we are in the shotgun position 90% of the time. We ran the ball last week pretty well. But in order for that thing to work, you got to be able to fake to the right, fake to the left, play action, come around bootleg, and throw over the top to fool the defense. If you can't move the defense left or right, then there's going to be an issue. So you got to. I'm rolling. I'm going to bring Lance in. Cooper, I'm bringing Lance in, and it's right behind that. If Dak put up this miserable thing against San Francisco, I'm bringing him. He cannot move the defense. That's how you're going to fix this offense. That's how you're going to fix it. Other than that, I don't see anything happening, man. I just don't see anything happening. I like Dak as the backup quarterback, but I don't see nothing else happening. If you cannot move that offense to fool the defense, man, it ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working, Law.
What? Say this with me. $60 million. You ain't gonna
ass
put.
whooping.
Yeah, I saw that.
They got that Mississippi ass whooping with the switch.
They did with the whips. With the whips, but JP
with the belt.
$60 million is not going to be on nobody bench.
You can play backup at $60 million. You can train Lance on the sideline just like Flacco was, and just like all those other backup quarterbacks.
Cooper Rush.
I just do not see this offense moving the ball at a quick pace.
But hey, that's just what it is.
You ain't doing anything.
This is the bed, JP, that they decided to lay in, and that's what they're gonna have to roll with, bro.
That's the problem. That they campaign for this too early instead of waiting and let the season play out.
Hey,
that's what happens.
That's just what it is,
You don't have any patience to see how this gonna play out.
That's what you got to do. You got to wait it out. They didn't already made their mind up. Yeah.
So let me. I'm gonna just drop it.
In closing, because I'm letting you go over just a little bit, but in closing,
okay.
In closing.
Now, what I would do is bring him up this next game, right behind Dak. That's what I would do. You gave up a 4th-round pick to see what this dude can do. If you're going to take the season with Dak Prescott, just let us know and tell us that it's not going to be a very good year, but you're going to mess your money if you do that. We already know that. So you bring him right up behind Dak. Dak has the same problem again. If you're going to ride the season with Dak and have a terrible record, then I'm cool. But if you're going to just say, okay, well, I gave 4th-round pick to Trey Lance, and if it don't work out with him at the end of the season, then you draft somebody. You draft somebody. At least get him on the field.
$60 million, man. Appreciate you, JP. Thank you so much for calling in, bro.
Mississippi in the house. Hey. Pinto beans, what? Black eyed peas and ham hocks and cornbread, baby, with some rice.
Yeah, with some rice, man. Uncle Ben said that, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man.
Man, I hope you're doing good, man. Love you, man. Hey, take care, man.
No doubt. My guy's a contrarian in the heart. He loved to call in and give me a good hard time about Dak Prescott, and he's one of the Trey Lancers. But $60 million. And I'm not counting the money, though, but it's just how it is. Jerry is not finna put nobody who's making money on the bench. Dono got a contract, he's playing. Malik got a contract, he's playing. I'm not saying that those boys going to get benched, but Wanye got unbelievable skill sets. He's holding the clipboard, bro. This is what it is, man. If you get paid around here, they're going to put you out there on the field, bro. That's just how it is. I don't know of any other player that getting paid just fresh money on the bench. Jerry's like, I paid you this money. You need to be out there. I make the call. Coach be like, hey, but no. I paid this my money. What you mean? Get him out there. I got to get my money to work. That's how it is. Yeah, Steele playing too. Yeah, 50. For those who want to get rid of Steele, 50. 50. $50 million. $50 million. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah. He's not going to get benched. Not no $50 million. $50 million, man. He's not going to get benched. That's Jerry. Yeah. And you're going to let it play out. Diggs arm tackling. No out clause. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, there was still need to go to $50 million, man. Lucas says Dak apologists are Dak fans before Cowboy fans. This is Lucas. This have nothing to do with, like, do y'all consider, this is a yes or no, do y'all consider Law Nation a Dak apologist? Yes or no? In the chat. I just want to know, because this apology thing is just crazy. It's insane, I just need to know. I want to know how y'all feel, because I criticized Dak. I didn't had on the high end. I had people to death threat me. I had people who were fan of me on the good or the bad, So okay, good. Because here's my thing is with Dak Prescott. I want him to be successful. I want Cooper Rush to be successful. Hell, I wanted Trigger Trey to be successful. Where y'all think y'all get the name Trigger Trey from when I was over here talking about Trigger Trey? But the reality of it is that the Cowboys, they look at money rules everything. And it's hard, baby. It is far and beyond hard to get into the minds of Jerry Jones. They don't wheel and deal. They don't know how to set up a team to be successful and make it less stressful. I was one of the ones that banged on the table all offseason saying, hey, Trayvon Diggs, he's going to have a slow process. He's coming off of the ACL thing. We need to get another veteran. We need to sign Stephon Gilmore back. Oh, Stephon Gilmore, y'all saying he's out? Then there's this list of guys. We didn't even pull the trigger. I the one did the quick video. Hey, Matthew Judon, he's available. We need to go just shake the tree and see what we can get. Hey, man, we good. We like what we got. I get all of that. I wanted that kid, Daniil Hunter, so bad, right? I thought for sure that there would be a great reunion of him and Mike Zim, and that could be a good situation for us. But, hey, we like our guys. We be coming up, like us as fans, we be coming up with all type of great solutions for these last 10 to 15 years. They don't listen to us, man. Hey, I even said go get Tim Patrick. At least we would have him on our side, because the time that he played against us looked phenomenal. We didn't go get him. I got from the 432. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Before the season, I was thinking the offense was not going to be as good as last year. I mean, those were my thoughts. And yes, they're not. But I thought the defense was going to be better with Overshawn coming back. Trayvon and just with DB. And I know there's some injuries, but even when they were playing, the defense is not as good as last year. And so it is a coordinator. It's Mike Zimmer. I mean, he's trying to overpower other teams and the defense is kind of, finesse. That's why I think Dan Quinn knew where to put, the players, hide their weaknesses. And, yeah, this guy, I don't think he's not doing, I don't think he's doing a good job. He just, I don't know. It seems like he's not coaching like the backups, only the starter. So someone gets hurt, whoever's going to replace them goes out there like they don't know what they're doing. So that's my opinion, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, is there one player that had a good game today? Anyone can think of?
Turpin
had a good game.
I think Turpin had a good play, good game. Although he fumbled, but I think that for what it was worth, I think that Turpin played good enough for us to say, we make a highlight tape out of him.
Right.
Damone Clark, you can throw in that he had some good moments, but this team was a S sandwich.
I didn't get to watch the whole game. I was busy going inside and out of my house, but every time I went back, it was like, more points for the Lions. But at least, I don't know if maybe I'm wrong, but at least I saw Overshawn, just like make an effort. He was in on tackles. And one other thing on that flea flicker, I'd say like 7 Detroit Lions touched the ball on that one play. How the hell does that happen?
That was dope, man. Appreciate you for calling in, dog. Appreciate you.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Honorable mention, man. I could just auto put 17. Play good all throughout. We just say 17. He's our MVP right now. He's got the most scores. He, outside of a block and one miss field goal throughout this season, I think that he's one of the best players on his team. He's automatic. And last but not least, don't leave out Brian Anger. Shoot, the punt kicker. All special teams is the best unit on this team. Our special teams, let me say this again, our special team is the best unit on this team. And that's the reality of it, and that blows. Reggie, 843, you're live.
Long, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for spending your Sunday night with these upset Cowboy fans. But what do you expect when you got a lame duck coach? We want to get a lame duck season.
Yeah.
I mean, we played well against Pittsburgh. I think we played above our heads. Everybody here who's crushing Dak this week was praising him Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
People are short-sighted. People can't remember that.
True.
I mean, but here's the deal. You were talking about we scraping the bottom of the pot. You from the South.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't even have the pot liquor.
Shit.
We don't even have the pot liquor right now, especially on defense. So what we saw today against Detroit, we're gonna see again against San Francisco.
Exactly.
I'm in the save face. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jerry pull the plug on Mike next in 2 weeks after we get face planted again against San Francisco, just to appease the fans, just to make First Take and ESPN all that next week, because he knew he was lame duck.
Right.
He didn't do anything in free agency, and we were about to become 3-5. We were about to become irrelevant, and
Right.
Jerry can't stand being irrelevant, so he's going to do something. So basically, if we do another face plant on national TV, which will be 4 times in a row, expect Mike McCarthy to get the
something gonna have to shake. If it's another blowout, and if it's in San Francisco, coming off of a bye. Yeah, so we did make the playoff that year in 2018 when we was 3-5. Yeah, to be fair. Yeah. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But I'll get off. I know there's a line behind me, and 55 years old. I've been a Cowboy fan since 1974, and I'll be a Cowboy fan till the day I die.
No doubt.
Cowboys for life.
Shout out
Have
to
a good
you,
night.
Reggie. Good night, Reggie. Yeah. I think, if my memory serves me correct, let me know if I'm wrong. It was Mike McCarthy who got Wade Phillips fired. The final score was like 44-6, if my memory served me correct. That Green Bay Packers team. If I'm not, it could have been Mike McCarthy. It couldn't have been someone else. They beat the dog off of us, man. Let me know if that was the correct score. He was fired after that game. Let me know if that was Mike or if that was the previous coach. And then that's what entered in the Jason Garrett era. Y'all let me know in the chat. Ooh, my memory. If that's right, man, I'm gonna be like, yeah. We can't deal with too many blowouts. I get it if you lose, man. If you lose by 1-2 points, if it was something like a small at the end of the game, a field goal and stuff like that. But at some point, something got to change. And I know we shorthanded right here, man. Yeah. Oh, I was correct. Oh, yeah. Shout out to you, Lance Bell. Appreciate you, the man. I was correct. It was 44-6. They fired Wade Phillips and entered the Jason Garrett era. You know, he changed out clocks, and the team looked like they began to fight and do all type of scrapes and got things going. You know, so I'm not saying that I'm ready to usher out Mike McCarthy nor Mike Zim. To be fair to those boys, we know Jerry is not going to fire himself, but we need anybody, who can figure out ways to just not make this team look flat. Is all I'm saying. We're 3-3, and we talking about firing the coach because we can see. Damn. We can see like this team. It was 45-7. Okay, it wasn't 44-6. Okay, 45-7. JV boy with the correct score. Thank you. We just need something to shake up a little bit because this team's so flat at the crib, bro. 469. What's on your mind?
Hey, man. I've been a Cowboy fan since '92.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I ain't never seen them get whooped 4 times. Like, you know, just not showing up. We got. Man, I'm lost for words. I talked to you earlier during the game.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, you know, Mike McCarthy is it's not Dak Prescott. Yeah, he made some bad throws, but if you give him the right coordinator and the right scheme, he gonna play good. I think it's the scheme that's having him. Yeah, he had a great year last year.
Yeah, right.
But he don't have no weapons, man. He don't got no run game. And the quarterback needs a running back to help him when, you know, you want to be predictable and you can get a quarterback some rest, and that's just part of the game. You need a running back, and they don't got that.
Yeah.
Our players is hurt, but we're not. We have more depth. We don't have any depth, and everybody's young and they're quitting on the coach. They're not responding. That's why I was saying earlier, they're not responding. And this is why we getting whooped like this. You know what I'm saying? So got to buy.
Right.
He said he was undefeated coming off the bye.
I don't know if the direct numbers there.
Yeah.
I don't know his record coming off the bye. I'm just throwing that out there. I think I heard sometime before that he's above 500, something like that, coming off the bye.
Yeah. I got a question. Do you think we show up against San Francisco with a week off and say we get Bland back, right, and we get Parsons back? Do we show up and win that game, or do we lay another egg? You know.
As much as I've seen the San Fran had some difficult moments, they still playing polished to a degree. And the Seattle Sea Chickens, they almost came back and beat them, right? So it looks like they are known for letting their foot up off the gas. And if any team can figure out ways to continue to come back for a sneak win, would be the Cowboys, especially in third and fourth quarter. So or late third and then early fourth quarter. So I never in my life picked the San Francisco over the Cowboys. So
Yeah.
so I ain't gonna do it. I know my brother Twin is like, come on, Law, come on, say it. Nah. We gonna be victorious next week. Well, week after next. Yeah.
All right, how did we fix the running? The running backs will help the quarterback. How did we,
bro?
Cooking.
We got one silver bullet left, and that's Cook.
Yeah.
Cook is the last bullet in the chamber, and I think.
Do you break him up out of the box?
I think that this is what they're gonna do. Zeke made some type of talk about this, and Clarence made a report. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is, I believe, something is going to be like, to the degree whereas Zeke is going to get benched, or he's going to get unactivated, or something is about to happen, and it's going to be the Rico and Dalvin Cook's administration mixed in with Hunter. I think that's what's going to happen, coming in off of this bye, and it's going to be that. Yeah, I think this is my beard sense. You know what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man got the spider sense going on. My beard, my beard is tingling over here. And I think that's what's going to happen, because they're going to look back at everything and they're going to be looking at it like that, bro. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Do you think Cook got something left? Can he run? Is he fast? Can he make some?
Nobody knows, man.
Impact.
Yeah. We reaching for straws right now, bro. So
man,
yeah.
I hate that. Yeah. I say he got 2 weeks, man. If he don't come out and show up, and like the last caller say, come up and show up against the 49ers, you gotta let him go, man.
Well, the only reason is that you got the trade deadline week 9.
Yeah.
So it'll be foolish of the Cowboys not to at least see what they got, right?
Right.
Out of Cooks. At least see. Maybe he is, maybe he not. You know what I'm saying? But you got to at least see something. And that's just what we got to wait for, bro. Appreciate you for calling in, fam.
Okay.
Good call from you. Yeah.
Take care of you.
You too, man. That's the only way, y'all. And I know it don't go down smoothly, but we dealing with inflations now. The price that we thought that we getting from Ezekiel Elliott is not the same price. The price that we thought that we going to get from even Rico, to a degree, is not the same price, bro. It's just what it is, unfortunately. Odell, what are you doing on the kick, man? Who's that? Shout out to you from the Kick app. Appreciate you. That's all I can say, man. Chanel, appreciate you. And she says, my fault. Okay. Fire Stephen Jones. These Joneses, they got immunity, man. They got the immunity clauses. You can't fire none of the Joneses, ladies and gentlemen. I got from the 408. You're live on The Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, man, do you know how Cowboy Nation is down?
Oh.
When you got the Niner Empire calling you, feeling sorry for you, man. I was ready to talk smack, but after hearing you guys talking right now, man, I want to send you guys some flowers, man.
Well, we need every flower.
Look, man, I'm not trying to hate.
I want my flowers.
I'm going to throw some peace out there.
So,
look, man.
So what you got?
I'm just going to keep it real. No, check it out. Check it out. All right? I'm real. You guys, look, man, it's a cultural problem, dude. All right? When I'm a Niner fan from back in the 80s, dude.
Okay.
Right? And when you guys were whipping our ass with Jimmy Johnson, it's because he had the culture right. And you ain't had it since Jimmy's been gone, and a little bit of Switzer because he kind of was just riding those coattails, right?
Right.
But man, your fan base, bro. Look, I get it, man. We go by the 40 whiners, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
But this is the reason why. Like, I'll tell you right now, I can't stand Kyle Shanahan. He's a punk.
Ooh,
but I
keep
root for
talking.
my Niners.
No, and this is how I know for sure. you are a 49er fan because everybody from the outside, they praise Kyle Shanahan.
No,
because
Look, let me tell you something about Kyle. And I know this.
Yeah.
But I'm
Go
just keeping
ahead.
it real.
You keep it real. Keep going.
All right. He's known as Kyle Banana Hands, man. That guy, if he sees a 10-point lead or a double-digit lead, he chokes it away. We know that, man. We know that. And the league has caught up to him, dude. So, do I think we're going to roll you guys? Maybe. I would have said, I wasn't surprised the last couple of years that we rolled you. I knew we were going to roll you. Outside of Parsons and a couple other, big-name talent that you guys don't got anything to threaten us. Look, man, you had Bayless talking about Pollard like he was CMC. Come on, man. Me and you both know that ain't true, man. That guy, come on. And then you sign a 100-year-old man in Zeke. Dude, that guy, he's done. He's done. Okay, so Jerry's living in the past. I don't know what he's doing, trying to sign these retreads and stuff like that. But like I said, it don't really matter, dude. You got to get rid of McCarthy, dude. He's a punk, dude. That guy punked out when Alex Smith, which was the rookie quarterback for the Niners, he was supposed to, bring him up, and then he bounced. He went to Green Bay, right? That dude, he just basically got paid by. Look, man, everybody knows that Jerry's gonna pay, from McCarthy all the way down, dude. And everybody's gotten paid. Now, I will even argue that the same thing happened with the Niners this year. They went out and signed Trent, Debo last year, Ayuk, and look what's happening with them, man. You know what I mean? It's like nobody's holding anybody accountable. What does that come to? To culture, man. So look, man, I miss the days. I remember the days when we were going at it in the NFC Championship in Candlestick, when you had Alvin Harper and Michael Irvin, the triplets and
keep going, bro.
And all of that, man. I love
you didn't switch sides, damn it. You didn't switch sides. Now you wasn't a Cowboy fan and all of a sudden switched, didn't you? You don't got no silver and blue in your closet, do you?
No. I bleed red and gold, man.
Yeah.
I bleed red and gold, man. I love hating you guys, but I can't hate. You guys are the tomato cans of the NFL, man.
Wait a minute. No. Don't beat us up too bad now. Y'all not too far ahead now. Come on now. Now what's are y'all 3-3 too? Y'all are 3-3, right? Yeah. So hush right now. Hush. You ain't too far ahead now. Don't outspeak your wisdom teeth over there now. Come on, bro. Come on. Now I'll let you get about 2 or 3 of them. But come on now.
I'll make you a bet. If you guys, this is the first time I came across your channel, and like I said, I was just calling talk smack, but I was like, man, I feel bad for you guys, man. I'm telling you, I'll come back here after the game, after we whoop on you.
And after y'all lose. Okay, and then what you gonna after y'all lose? I'm gonna tell you and Twin Maker all that week. I'm doing about 4 or 5 shows with Niner people, and I want you to be a part of it. Yeah, you're talking all that stuff. Yeah, you kicking us when we were down. See, you should have called. Your ass should have called last week when we won. But now you calling us. Now you know my number. You know my name. When we lose, you know us. See, that's what the 49ers do. But y'all drought. No.
No, y'all like the Raiders of the NFC or the NFC, man. Every year you guys think you're gonna win it.
But every year, what y'all been doing? What y'all been doing every year? How long your drought? How long your drought? How long your drought? How long is your drought?
No. We get to the dance. We take your woman though, man.
No. But all woman is y'all sister. So y'all get there and y'all just kiss the sister. Y'all ain't banging nothing. Come on, baby. Yeah, you see, I got you. You know, you can't outthink me on this. Yeah, y'all been in drought for 1984. Come on.
I'm just giving you an outlet right now, man.
No, I got you. Yeah.
Right now, 'cause you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know we coming, man.
We gonna hand y'all that in. I can't wait. And you be hold on, let me jot your name down. Let me jot your number down there. Cause I don't want you to skate and slide. No. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you.
Tattoo that on your arm, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna tattoo it nowhere. But what's your name? What's your name? Your name Mark? What's your name?
Yeah, my name's Mark. My name's Mark.
Okay, Mark, I got you. I'm gonna call you. I got your number. I wrote it down.
Call
Appreciate
me
you
up.
calling.
I'm gonna be right here, man. I'm telling you, I ain't going nowhere, man. We're gonna truck you guys, dude.
Come on with it. Appreciate you for calling in.
Hey,
Yeah.
but let me just say one last thing. Don't you miss this? Talking that smack between Niner fans and Cowboy fans.
Yeah, but right now it feels different. Yeah, we 3-3 right now. Both of us 3-3.
No,
so.
but what I'm saying is when you got two bulls going at it, right?
Yeah.
And you guys aren't a bull right now. You guys are like a sheep, so it's all good. But you know.
See, you smelling yourself. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in. Yeah.
Right,
Appreciate you, bro.
Care.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to Mark. That's not Holmes though, but that's the other Mark. Niner Mark. I got him at the same. I got him under Niner Mark. Don't y'all ever allow another fan base to talk down about your team when you got some facts inside your pockets. No. You see, talking about, they've been on a drought since 1994. Yeah, they might make it to the dance, and they said, yeah, they taking our sister, but they taking our girl, but our girl is their sister, so they can't do nothing with it. Come on with it, baby. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Let's go with the last but not least guy, JV for the 901. You're live on the Nation, baby.
Law Nation, what's going on? Thank you for having me on.
Hey, man, all is well, man. Can't complain.
Hey, and I just want to say happy birthday to Jerry Jones. This is exactly what you get. This is what you wanted. I mean, from all the, hey, if they want to trade, they got to call us first. To all the inactivities during the off season.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, all these decisions, the holding out on contracts and things until the very end. Yeah, this is what we got. We love our guys. We know it. One thing that I've heard plenty of times, which is the truth, is that things just not going to change. Things are just not going to change. I mean, we're still going to end up winning games, but we have an owner that cares more about the money than actually winning championships. We're here with a coach right now who now has an offensive line that has completely forgotten how to block. We can't rush anything on defense.
Right.
Our safeties just like to be on the field running back and forth for some reason. We don't want any safeties to make any plays anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with John Stevens Jr. We had such high hopes for him before he had his ACL.
Yeah.
And now we don't know what's going on with that guy.
He got the Miles Austin hamstrings, man. I hope he ain't dating one of them Kardashians or something, man, because how long him to have hamstrings going to be out, I think that he can bring some vertical assist as it relates to running from the inside on the tight end 2 position. Schoonmaker, he's not making no moves for us. I like 1 week we used Brevin Spann forward, and now we forgot how to utilize him. So this team, man,
we forgot how to utilize Hunter.
Right. Yeah. Let me see how many plays and snaps and the Hunter got. Man, y'all forgot to bring that up for me.
Do you want to know how many possible plays it was? Because we could probably guess that right now.
This dude got 0 touches, bro. Welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. Shoot.
Yep.
I mean,
this is what Jerry Jones built. This is what he wants to keep. And no one can hold him accountable for this, because as long as when he gets done, he makes sure that that TV check cleared. He makes sure that the profit sharing from the NFL check cleared. Make sure that ticket sales check cleared. Oh, he good. He happy.
Yeah,
Happy
man.
birthday to you billionaire.
Billionaire, man. I would have
Yep.
been. That's why God haven't made me.
Multi-billionaire.
If God made me a billionaire, we winning today. You know, I did some nefarious things. Shout out to landlord. I did some nefarious things to get my W today. Man, God, dog, man, I hate losing, man. But hey, it is what it is, bro. What you got in closing?
It is what it is. Well, just in closing, you know, I expect. I want the offensive line coach gone. I want Scott McCurley up out of there. Mike McCarthy, go ahead and just update your resume if you want to, please. But I don't know who we're gonna have to replace them that the Joneses will allow to go ahead and be themselves and showcase some kind of nuance and put the best players in position to succeed out there on the field.
Yeah.
But either way it go, long as we stay competitive and get them some more money, you know, so we gonna be here. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys, man. Appreciate you, my dog. That's my guy, JV, man. JV boy in the chat, I believe. And man,
Goodbye.
Boy, the line was long, man. But we got a chance to get it going. Appreciate y'all, man. I want you guys to understand this. Hear me out. I got to be this way. I got to give you guys passion. I can't fake it. It'll be wrong for me to fake my passion. And it won't be my purpose. So I got to give you guys my real raw reactions. So I might scrape, I might cuss, I might stream. And I try to be understanding that there's young ears to this, but that's life, that's football, by the way. So you're going to get that in life. This world is a world that will chew you up and spit you out. You don't care about your feelings. You don't care about who your mama is, your daddy, what side of the world, whether you grew up in South Side, North Side, East Side, West. This world don't care about that. It would chew you up and spit you out. That's life. All right? So, in the realness, the Dallas Cowboys has presented themselves, regardless of it, as the number one team to beat. We're going to be on primetime slots. People going to give their best because all they know, if I score a touchdown, if I fool around and get a pick, if I get a scoop and score a fumble, I'm going to make some type. That's the play that they're going to play when it's time for me to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, because it was on the Cowboys, the most visible team of all of sports. And how crazy that, you know, it's one of those things whereas we can look back at this and we can say to ourselves that the Dallas Cowboys, at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, that there will be some trolls in here. For when we win, they say, hey, the Cowboys going to act as if, though, this is their Super Bowl. They will pick up the goalpost and move it. The goalpost ain't moving nowhere this week. For 2 weeks, it's going to be just like this. But when we lose, oh, man, the trolls get a chance to really pour it all over us. People calling in from 49ers land. There's a few Eagles callers. And the Washington team, they sitting back watching. They probably eating popcorn right now. And saying, thank God that the Cowboys lost today. That they can put a little mascara over their loss today, or makeup, because they're going to talk about the Cowboys on 50 million topics, right? Knowing that the root of the problem is the guy whose birthday it is today. He's 82 years of age. He goes take his butt to bed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it is what it is. Everybody just tuning in. The hate, Lance Bell said the hate is coming. Right. And it's going to be here for a long time. As of October the 13th, we are nowhere near talking about playoff team. We nowhere near being a deep contender or Super Bowl. It's October, I get it, 3-3. But we are nowhere near where we're supposed to be at. And majority of our injuries are on defense, not offense, by the way. But when your offense and your defense is bad, it's time to go back to the drawing board. We are. Cincinnati scored 10-7. Let me take a look at all these scores. So we're gonna get on up out of here. I'm giving you guys unbelievable ultimate time here. Appreciate you guys. If we offended anyone, charge it to my head, not my heart. Damn, the Buccaneers put up 51 points. Do we play the Bucs this year, right? We play them down the stretch. Whew. If we got the 32nd ranked defense now, shoot, you better figure out ways to get something going. Yeah. Whew. All right, y'all. Let's get on up out of here. 10 years from now, Dak apologies need to be studied, Law. I think that if I could be 1,000 with y'all, and I've said this before, so it's not an element of newness. I said this before. Yeah, 10-7. Come on, Giants, beat the Bengals, huh? But the Bengals going to scrape out with that win. The only reason I wanted Dak Prescott to go to another team will be so that you guys can ultimately see how terrible this team really is. I banged on this table for the Joneses to go ahead and go through this situation without even paying Dak Prescott. And I got a few strays from people. Because the worst thing in life is for someone to halfway support you and to lie to Luke Kane to you and say, yeah, we all support you. I don't like y'all that halfway support the nation. I would rather for you to make a line in the sand and say, hey, I don't support Law. I don't want to be with him, blah, blah, blah. Versus that halfway support stuff, that, my friend, is what the Cowboys been doing. And only a real one would let people know. I wanted Dak Prescott up out of here because I've seen the lack of support. And for those who say, nah, the Cowboys go all in every single year. Every single year. We get overinflated with the moves that the Cowboys make. All I can just make up one word and y'all know that was a name that everybody knew. James Washington. Yeah. Oh, man, they making moves for Dak Prescott. No, they're not. Go back. Watch the highest viewed videos that get more views than an A.J. Brown, more views than a Jamar Chase. It's a James Washington film. Or whoever we got. We got KJ. Henry, and they get more views. We sign a guy off the street and they get more views than star-studded teams with actual players that got grit, that can make plays. Yeah. The $60 million that Dak Prescott got, that's just the price of doing business. How much money do you think that Brock Purdy will declare for the 49ers? Where will his asking price will be? It's going to be north of 55. That's the floor. Yeah, Dre Spencer, Allen Hurns. Yeah, the list goes on. Yeah. And all of it's going to be about the money versus about the things that really need to be tangible with this team. That's where we are really hurting at with the Cowboys. We get overanalyzed with our decisions. We do. Ice Cold says Purdy will be at 55. That's the floor. The price is going to raise the floor. Gerald says Purdy plays like Romo. Let's see. Law, the term of the deals are part of the price as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Don't make excuses for 4. See, that is the thing. People have ran off with the word excuses. But absolutely, there are facts that you don't want to hear. Right? Yeah. 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 Facts you don't want to hear. Trayvon Austin. Big Tay. Yeah, Big Tavon Austin. Yeah. Yeah. Cincinnati got it back. Yeah. That's just what it is. We can talk about that across the league. Trevor Lawrence got $250 million. What's their record? We're seeing Cincinnati with a Jamar Chase, with a T. Higgins, with a new running back, Zach Moss, right? With a quarterback, they're getting $250 million too. And how many points? Let's see, what are they doing? And on top of this, score 10-7. Bengals with the ball, finna close it out. They struggled against the Giants. Do you think that they're going to talk about the Giants like we supposed to blow the Giants out 40-0? These guys are struggling too, 10-7. What would be their excuses, ladies and gentlemen, of why they struggled? Y'all going to let that skate by? What round was Burrows drafted in? Was he a 4th round draft pick? Yeah. Facts that you guys don't want to hear. That's what it is. Yeah. At the end of the day, those are things that's not up for debate. They're not. But neither here nor there. Just like all partners at Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm. If you're ever in a jam, car wreck, and you're looking for some lawyers, call Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. They would take great care of you, even in your pitfalls. There's light at the end of the tunnel. One call, that's all you need. 214 or 817-333-3333. So don't call 911, call Frenkel and Frenkel first, right? They say the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil man. But blessed is he in the name of charity and goodwill, But what is the goodwill when your team is getting blown out? I like what Reggie said. Last week, they was giving Dak Prescott flowers for winning. This week, he's considered trash, horrid. They ridiculing him. He suck, right? That's life. Hero to zero. That's what life is. People will ride with you as long as you on top. As long as you in the glory. As long as you are Yeah. But when it's time for the man to panic, I see somebody say, play the panic man, Law. When it's time to panic, it is what it is. It's crucial. So the reality of it is, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting or lied about, don't deal in lies or hate it and yet give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, or meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your whole life for, broken and stooped, and build back up again with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all of your earnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, to lose, to start again at your beginnings, and never breathe one word of your loss. You can meet with kings and presidents, nor lose the comic touch. If you can feel the unforgiving minutes of 60 seconds worth of distance run, then you have unlocked the true meaning of what it takes to be a champion, a leader, but most importantly, write this down, of what it takes to be a man. They say, stand tall or not at all over here. The race is not to the swift nor the battle to the mighty. And even when we going through the pains, yes, there's a lot of cussing, there's a lot of fussing. But you got to continue to move forward. The extreme balance of life, ain't that right, Caesar? The balance of the law. One grain of rice can tilt the scale. So how can you balance this out back to the way it belongs? Mindset, fortitudes of your thoughts, open will of your heart, and determination. Yeah. You don't think God screams and cuss when he thump his toe? Where you think thunder come from? Where you think lightning come from, huh? I can make y'all laugh. But at the end of the day, with all jokes aside, keep your head high. Let's focus in and know that this is just a game for entertainment. Don't take it too serious. That's been my time, ladies and gentlemen. Mama said there will be days just like this. Let's continue to grind and shine. In the words of Prime Time, Dion.
Give me my theme music.
All right, baby. Come on. And roll those credits. Yeah, that's true. God doesn't have emotions also. Oh, he does have emotions, yeah. Yeah, he got a lot of emotions, Philadelphia. Yeah. That's a lot of emotions. Yep. He gave us emotions so we can be more like him. Yeah, believe it or not. Come on. If you think I'm lying, shoot. Put another God in front of him. Watch how jealous he is. Don't y'all get jealous? Come on with it. Shoot. He a jealous guy. He jealous. So don't y'all be putting me in front of him. No. Don't be putting that car in front of him. No. Don't be putting the Cowboys in front of him. No. Come on with it. He jealous. Shout out to Words of Wisdom. Salute to the members, David Woods, JD from DC, Trevor Hill, appreciate you. Jason Whitley, appreciate you for your support. Alpha Red, JD from DC. Angie, the Rebel Chick. Seiton Conley, the third, appreciate you. Ernest A. Ellsbury. Randall, Walt Dog, Fit 25. Come on with it. And for those who made the donations to help elevate the nation, be sure to know that your name is entered in to winning that white helmet. I'll be on roll along. God made Philly fans on one of his mad days. Yeah. yeah, live. But to all of the Philly fans, it's good to see y'all. Boy, I miss y'all last week. But in the words of the Philly fans, there you go. Y'all looking great. Yeah. Y'all just be careful, man, because y'all looking great, man. So, hey, we going to get on up out of here. I can't play Monty, but I played his sister, Montisha. And, yeah, y'all looking great. I remember this time last year, man, y'all was talking about, yeah, man, we 4-0 or 5-0, something like that. So, hey, just know that the season is long. So don't y'all flip out on me now. Yeah. I'm still gonna fight y'all rascals. Yeah. Y'all don't play the Detroit this year, don't y'all? Y'all blessed not to play Detroit this year, I believe. But it's all good, man. Let me get on up out of here, man. DC for life, not for short. We gone.
Let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
No doubt. Peace. They calling us now. Our phone is filled.